what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is what? Women Rock Wednesday in the building. What's up, everybody? God, it's Women's Day today. It's just we just celebrate Women's Day. It ain't every topic is about a woman, about women. It's women we celebrate. Women get first at everything. It's just, and if it is a topic, yes, we're gonna talk. I got some topics to talk about women, and but it's just a great day to recognize the women who take care of us, who took care of us, the lady who had us, all the women who nurtured us. It's just a great day for me. And I like to start the show off talking about the starting five. And these are the 5 women that signed on to the show first. So let me go first. Let's go Mindy Collins. We got Brandy Nickerson. We got Dale Griggs. We got Sonia Billingsley. We got, let me keep going. Keep going. Oh, Gina Lofton. What's up, Miss Gina? Who else we got? Let me go now. Where my girls at? Marissa Smith. Marissa, what's going on? Hey, Monte. That's what I love. Hey, Karen. Tammy. Vin. Oh, man. Hey, I'm good. I need some more. So you know what we need to do now, what? She had a show. Candace. Hey, Candace. Hey, Tamika. Hey, Madonna. They coming. The girls come. But they coming. But how y'all doing today? Interesting last night. Interesting stuff happened last night in the world of sports. What's up, Mastermind? Trying to see where I'm gonna start. Let me start. First of all, great show yesterday. Great time yesterday. We had but I want, in case you're just learning about this show and you don't know, a lot of people are newer to this show. And I just want people to know, what's up, Mark? What's up, Anissa? But we have one really consistent goal on this show, everybody. We just don't talk out the side of our necks on this show, okay? We have an intent on this show, okay? Remember, I keep telling y'all we got to be intentional. Everything, when we talk about stuff and the subjects we talk about, it's intentional. What we do, we look at the world's messiest intersection. It's a space where, it's issues of race and politics and culture and sports and grassroots basketball, all colliding in this intersection. And then you have a big mess. And we walk in the middle of that mess. We sit down in the middle of that mess. And then we talk about it. We be about it. We debate about it. We learn about it and we grow our brains about it. And then we stand up. We shake it off. And dust ourselves off. And put what we learn into action. That's why, when we give all this information and we still going doing the same thing, that's why, don't think, I'm not trying to be big brother, but I am trying to be big brother. Let's get this thing right, man. I learn something new every day. And what I try to do when I learn something, I just try to share it with y'all. And on this platform. But we got a little breaking news. I talked about this lady on Women Rock Wednesday one day, but her name is Kristen Clark. She's now the first Black woman confirmed by the U.S. Senate to lead the Department of Justice Civil Rights Division. Way to go, Kristen. Shout out to you. I mentioned her. I gave you numbers. You get on the phone, to call your congressman to confirm this lady. I saw a picture, and I don't know if did I put it up? I saw a picture that I want. I got a picture of Kristen Clark too. That's her. Civil rights attorney. She was assistant attorney at Civil Rights Division a long time ago. Now she head that division. She was an assistant attorney for the Civil Rights Division. Now she heads of division, and they did not want her. Y'all got to listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Go look up this woman. That young girl right there is a bad mama jamma. What's up, Morris? Poss? That young lady. That's why I put on the screen. Before we get to talk about this sports, that woman right there been tearing these folks behinds up for years. That's why them Republicans didn't want to get her in there. Go look up her record. I ain't got time to do it yet. I'm giving you a breadcrumb. Go look this woman, Kristen Clark. First woman. Then she had the vice president, a black woman, swearing her in. Yesterday, historic. The first woman and the black to serve as the vice president. Then she to the swear in, the first black woman confirmed as the nation's assistant attorney general for the civil rights. Let me tell y'all, remember this moment. Only sad part about this, Anissa, sad part about this, she ain't gonna be in this position long. Because once a Supreme Court justice become available, this young woman right here, she gonna be one of the nominees. She ain't gonna be around long. And I thought about it, y'all. I looked at the votes. Do y'all know that dude, Tim Scott, the senator? That Republican senator, black guy? Guess what? He couldn't even vote for her. The vote was 51 to 48. See how close that vote was? Thank you, Kevin Allen. He couldn't. Everybody your color ain't your kind, y'all. He couldn't find himself to vote for her. Shout out to Kristen Clark. They did not want that. Two Republicans came over and voted for her. Unbelievable. It's a woman to look up. I know it might not, listen. I know it ain't your cousin and ain't no kin to y'all. It's a historic moment. Black history every day on this show. Then I got this. I don't know if y'all been watching. You know, I don't really watch the infotainment news no more, the CNNs and all of that no more. I really don't watch a lot of that now. You know where I've been getting my news sources from? I'm going to tell y'all a secret, okay? I had to, I've been holding back on y'all. Just like people be holding back on y'all on the Chop Shop, I admit I've been holding back. I've been holding back on y'all. That Roland Martin news show on his platforms is the most informative news that I've ever heard of in my life. First time I ever heard of Raphael Warnock, y'all. Roland Martin was down there. He ain't working for CNN and all them. He got his own platform. Share the show right quick, y'all. Before we go any further, we got to share the show. I ain't going no further. Let's share the show. Getting lazy around here. Let's text tag, tell the people the Chop Shop on is Women Rock Wednesday. No way. Share the show right now. We're going to wait. I'm going to sit there and wait. I'm going to sit and wait. Share the show. I'm trying to give y'all something. I told y'all, I haven't shared the show right now. Stuff too good for me to be share the show. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet for a minute. Let me tell y'all something. I say I've been holding back. How I found about Raphael Warnock. How I found about a lot of this stuff. That dude ain't playing no game. Martin Vaughn, that's why I mentioned it. I said he could have voted for her, and he didn't. You're right. Tiffany. It's Black History today. Kristen Clark. It's Black History. Share the show. Hold up, let me do it. I did it already. Let me do it again. Take my time today with this. Y'all ain't gonna work me to death. We in this thing together. We're in this thing together. We're going to get to talking about, listen, we're going to get to talking about the Lakers. We're going to get to talking about all that old bush. We're going to get to talk about high school basketball. We're going to get to talk about all of it. Let's share the show right now. Thank you. Somebody has, because I see it. Somebody has shared the show. Thank you, whoever did it. But I'm giving y'all a secret, Jess McKee. Roland Martin Unfiltered is the best news in the world for us. That's why when that young man came on the other day and gonna mention some damn, what's his name? Don Lemon. I wanted to jump out of my damn seat. Don Lemon works for them, man. Sometimes y'all, Roland Martin, y'all, I'm telling you, he been on this show before. It's the best news source. We got to support him. We got to support him, y'all. Serious. A lot of stuff information I give y'all, I'm giving y'all the secret. Roland Martin, Joe Madison, Karen Hunter, I'm giving y'all the secrets. Y'all remember when I was telling y'all about I was in class all through the pandemic? I was in class with Karen Hunter, teaching me about my history. That's the first place I learned about Robert Church. One of the richest black man ever in my hometown. I ain't never heard about it from nobody in Memphis. Y'all, I love sports. I watched it last night. I taped it, I watched it. But it's other stuff that we got to be. When I tell y'all that Roland Martin dude ain't playing no games with these people, tomorrow, I'm going to talk about how cold he is. I ain't going to do it because it's Women Rock Wednesday. I got to finish talking about my girls. I want to shout out to Julius Randle, named most valuable player from Houston, from Dallas, Texas. Porzingis got fined $50,000 for attending a club. The NBA determined that his attendance did not create a risk for the virus spread. I got some more woman stuff for y'all in a second, but I'm going to give y'all a little something because we might talk about this later. Kyrie Irving contemplates going back to the Boston arena. He said he hopes that there's no belligerence and no subtle racism. He said he's not the only one who can attest to the past racist comments at the Boston Garden. Trae Young. Thought about him, man. Can you imagine? Can y'all imagine? Let me make sure I got it. Can y'all imagine sitting there hearing 15,000 people screaming, F-U-C-K your son. Then your son silenced them and ripping their hearts out. That has to be an amazing feeling. Y'all get mad at somebody because they say your son had missed the layup and want to fight at a gym. Imagine 15,000 people, you surrounded by them with your tough ass, saying, F your son, constantly. And he silenced him. Game-winning shot. Show you what Trae Young dad did. Had to show this.
Trae! That's what we do. That's what we do.
Can you imagine that? I'll being a mom. Can you imagine that, y'all? I was sitting there thinking about that today. Women, I saw something. Saw something the other day, and I need to talk to y'all. Saw some on Monday, Sonya Billingsley, Mindy Collins. I saw some on Monday, and y'all got to help me with this one. Okay? Y'all got to help me with this one. Y'all help your boy with this one. Okay? Liz Cambage, Connecticut, for the Los Angeles Aces, basketball player, Liz Cambage, accused Connecticut Sun head coach Curt Miller of bringing up her weight in order to get a favorable call from the referee. I had this since Monday, y'all, but I waited till Women Rock Wednesday. The player, Liz, who was mocked, she went in her comments in her, y'all got to help me with this, mamas and daddies. She said, to that little man, the coach told the referee, man, she 300 pounds in the heat of battle. Man, she 300 pounds. This guy was forced to apologize to her. But look at here, Tammy, Miss Tammy. I want all my women to hear me. She came out in her Instagram and said, to this little man. So she described him. The next time you try to call out the referee, you know, trying to get a call like, come on, she's 300 pounds. I'm going to need you to get that right, baby, because I'm 6'8". I'm weighing. I just double test because I love to be correct and get the facts right. I'm weighing 238. And I'm very proud of being a big bitch. This her. So don't ever try to be disrespectful to another woman in this league. Barry, Jeremy, but she called him a little man. I'm just the messenger here. The man told her, said, come on, she's 300 pounds. In the heat of battle, coaches. Walter Yates, I'm gonna talk to the women today. I like your comment because I wanted to hear both sides. But Tammy, Craig, how you doing, Craig? What's up, baby? Tammy, Dale, Mindy, I want to hear y'all. Sonya. So if he called her 300 pounds, he had to apologize. So she don't have to apologize for calling him a little man, Candace. So two wrongs make a right, Candace. Michael Jordan. Insult to a woman. I understand. They're coaching. You're coaching. You ain't said to her. You told the referee. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. Somebody told me I got to look at both sides of it. Because I was upset at first, but then I looked. Why she call him a little man then, Tammy? It's not about his size. It's what he did. Why did she call him a little man? Since you say it's not about his size. It's about his skills. See, y'all got to realize now what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Go look that up if you don't know what I mean. So it's all right. It's not okay for a man to insult a woman, but it's okay for a woman to insult a man. Somebody explain this to me. I'm just asking. He was talking to the ref. Yes, she heard it. There is never another side talking about a woman's weight. There's always been a sensitive. I understand that. I don't know about a video. You go look it up, Jeremy. I'm on the show. I'm doing a show. I'm just trying to see. He said, man, ref. I'm always fair, Walt. Always fair. Y'all got to remember now, this is coming from a man who got 5 sisters and a daughter. I understand she overheard it. No, yeah. He said it. He said it. He said it. He said it. He apologized. But my question is, Candace. Thank you, Candace. First time. So I guess didn't nobody else want to say it. Thank you, Candace. Neither should have thrown out an insult. Why she had to call him a little man? Jess McKee, come on, baby. All right, Jess McKee. Liz Cambage, look her up. Liz Cambage. A tall, 6'8", beautiful black woman. Okay? And she, in a basketball game, the referee was trying to get a favorable call because she was bullying his players. The Las Vegas Aces was playing the Connecticut Sun. And the coach, got his name, last name Miller, Mr. Miller, Coach Miller, he said, Coach said, Rel, she 300 pounds, she killing my girls down, or something like that. And he apologized for it. Joe Adande said in the heat of play, it wasn't an insult. That's what I'm trying. I wish I could get inside the coach's head. I think the coach was using that as a metaphor. You know, and I might be wrong. That's why I asked to talk to the women. Oh, her being beautiful don't have nothing to do with it. She beautiful. Ain't nothing that man can say about her. She's a big, fine woman. I don't care what the hell he talking about. I've seen her in person. Big, fine ass girl. So I just don't understand what she was mad. Yeah, I'm punishing these girls' ass down here. Yes, I am. But he apologized for it. She came out on her Instagram. Who was that? Didn't say Jess. I think that was Jess. Jess. He apologized. They made him apologize. He got suspended. Jess, hold on. I'm sorry. He got suspended for a game. She came back on Instagram and said to this little man, and then I think she said, I'm not worried about what no little white man say about me. I think that's what she said. Y'all go back and look at it. I think I saw that somewhere. And I want to talk about this because I know this young girl. The reason I'm bringing this up, man, I got a reason. Because I don't like men. I told you I got a queen, a princess, my daughter. I got 5 beautiful sisters. So guess what, man? I don't want nobody doing nothing to them like that. I mean, I'm serious. I'm a protector of them. I'm their protector. And but in this case, in the heat of battle, I just don't think it. And it was a big thing. The guy got suspended. So he lost money by in the heat of battle saying that. He could have said that about a guy. Sonya, check this out. He'd have said that about another guy, it wouldn't have got in trouble. And I just wanted to share that. And the reason I wanted to share that, because I saw something and I haven't researched it yet. But the little girl, when Texas A&M hit that shot, the little young girl, Jordan Nixon, I talked about her on the show. Yeah, don't matter what he meant. I don't care. Wait, yeah, okay. It's how she took it. Okay. Okay, whatever he meant. How she took it, Jeremy. So what? Well, why did she come back and call him a little man? Explain that one, Jeremy. She was Jordan Nixon was a tremendous court leader this past, and now she's taken a role into writing. As she candidly discussed her journey through body image issues. That's the reason I'm talking about this. A mental health awareness month discussion that need to be held. An incredible, emotional Jordan Nixon. She's been ashamed of her body. So I understand Liz. See, now I'm back. I done click back. If Miss Cambage felt that way, and like I said, Miss Cambage, oh my God, beautiful woman. So I got a pro tip. Refrain from making comments about somebody's body, period. I sure wish I could get to that article. This young girl, y'all got to look her up, Jordan Nixon. And cause she's a little, she's bigger. Somebody telling her, you're looking fat on the court. You need to lose some weight. Guys, we got to watch that. I didn't realize it. Just playing around. I didn't realize it, y'all. We can play around. Women don't like that, man. So Walter, yes, I done came back to my senses. Women don't like that, man. I mean, in my personal life, I played around and I choked them. And guess how I got out of jail? I meant P-H-A-T, baby. P-H-A-T. So it's a sensitive issue. I think the article is called Thick. The name of the article. Y'all got to go check it out. I'm gonna try to let me see can I copy it and put it on the Facebook feed for you. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I just did the wrong thing. Going too fast. Slow down, Robert. I just posted the whole article for myself. I don't need it. I want y'all to have it. Let me tell y'all something, man. When I thought about that, it made me say, Kurt Miller, watch what you say to a woman, especially a black woman. We got to watch it, man. Thaddeus Moody, I see they say something happened. I didn't see it. I guess your daughter going to be attending Spelman. I didn't see it up there, but congratulations to your daughter. Usually you send me stuff. I apologize for being late, but my daughter received, $20,000 in scholarships from the Baxter Center for Health and Education. Her grand total is $500. That is Moody. Boy, you ain't got to pay. You're a man after my own heart because I had to pay. Love you parents that don't have to pay. Tell me some of y'all secrets. Tell me something. Shout out to him, man. But Brick House is the owner, so it's all right to call a Brick House. Okay. I'm not messing with y'all. I ain't messing with these women, man. I'm telling you, I'm on their side, man. Y'all got to realize I got sisters, right? And I got a daughter that checks me on everything. She don't play. Don't let that little old cute little face, she come on here talking to y'all like that. She from Memphis, Tennessee. Don't don't y'all ever. But you know what though? And I thought about this. Women Rock Wednesday. I know Jimmy will be on. I know we're gonna talk sports in a minute. But you know, I got it's Women Rock Wednesday. And I thought about something, y'all. What it's like being a black female journalist. Saw something last night, and I'm gonna take this into the break. What is it like being a black female journalist? You got to understand, we got young ladies, Nicole Hutchinson, one of our interns. I care about her future. I care about every young girl. Your daughter, somebody else's daughter. I think Jameson Morrow's daughter. She wants to get into this business. But let me show you something. I'm going to show you what it's like, Marissa, being a black female journalist today. Watching brilliant people like Nicole Hannah-Jones, look her up. I talked about her the other day. Get punished for her brilliance. Being underpaid. Being right about the viability of Trump and Trumpism and having your boss suppress the story. And yet, they still persist. That's why I always support my sisters. I always support them. Liz is the sexiest in NBA. Yes, Liz, remember, it's not about how they see you. It's about how we see each other. Sexual harassment in sports. Go check out the Brian Gumbel, Real Sports. Kind of got to me this morning because I don't know if any of you have ever been blessed enough to go to the Indianapolis Combine where all the top players in football players, they come and congregate, and all the owners and so everybody who's who in the football industry are there that weekend. All the agents, all the everybody, the executive, the media guys, everybody, the players. And in the world of football, that place is a sports reporter's dream because they got everybody in football right there in Indianapolis in 1 square mile. Okay. So I ain't gonna say that on the airway, so I don't want to put that in. But but sometimes being a woman, those reporters' dreams turn into nightmares. The bold guys, you gotta understand, a whole lot of men and just a few women reporters, and women trying to get into business, right? The bold guys were propositioned all of these women. These girls just up there trying to get the story, trying to get this, trying to get this, just trying to, and don't want to step on nobody's toes, because if I tell it on him, I'm not gonna have access to the players. And these guys, man, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna tell you, and it's real. I don't condone that, men, using your position of power for these young girls. Told you I got 5 sisters. Using your position of power to not give Nicole access because she won't date with you. She tell you not to send her no more penis pics. This stuff got to stop. Lord, thank you, Lord. This stuff got to stop, because I almost cursed. Sexual harassment in a public forum. You got a wagon for an ass. You got a wagon for an ass. Knowing if the girl tell it on your coward ass, All you do is tell the sports information director, and she don't have access to the player. If she's a freelance girl, she lose her. She lose out on her money. If she works for a station, she can't even get. They might fire her. I've been discussing you with my I've been discussing you with my team. I've been discussing you with my work co-workers. Don't no woman want to hear that shit, man. And the women have to preserve their job. They got to be. Then they put their hands, they grimy, nasty ass hands on every woman they see. Yeah, I know y'all didn't expect this today. I'm getting sick of this stuff. I'm in a position of power. I would never. These young girls who work for us at these our internship, I was so protective of them. Jimmy and I. No, you can mess with any girl in this place. Not them, not them. Take your ass home to your wife. Misogynistic ass attitudes. Donald Trump, man, if you're a star, you're the man, you can just grab them on. Come on, player. Come on. Come on, man. Man, you learn how to be nice. Maybe somebody like you. Would you be my woman if I left my girlfriend? Lame ass shit like that. Do you think a woman want to hear that, man? I hope you're watching. Whoever doing it, I hope your ass watching right now. Because I know it's some of y'all watching right now. You think a woman want to hear that? And if they don't get access to these players, hold up, y'all. One girl said, the player asked, get what the player asked her to do, y'all. Y'all get this one. Yeah, y'all finna follow. Y'all need to sit down. Y'all might fall off of it. Could you give me a massage? Let me hit the button on that one. Hold up. Let me hit the button. Hold up. Let me hit the button on that, my damn self. Jess McKee, can I get a massage? Ask one of the girls, what would you tell this guy? What could you tell this guy now? What would you tell this guy now? She said, I'd tell him to F off. Don't put your nasty ass hands on me. In the place, showing out in front of gas, pinching the girl on the side in which she walked through. Y'all got to realize, man, this is a male-dominated industry that has been good at keeping this dirty little secret. I like that one. I like that one, Michael. Michael Jordan, I like that. Go massage your mammy. Not your mama, your mammy. Players accent. Players. You up there at the combine, you ain't even a pro yet. You gonna give me a massage. You look nasty, stinking. Go take a shower. Then the Mets, Jared Porter, sending the girl images of his naked, nasty. The manager for hold up, y'all, the manager for the Mets, the GM for the Mets, sending girls penis pics, dick pics, whatever they call them. Long time ago, they used to let women in the dressing room. Even me, y'all, I promise y'all, I'm going to show you how sensitive I am to this. Show you how sensitive. You remember a few weeks ago, Allen Iverson had his game? And I showed the video, and I don't know if nobody watched this, probably but me. I watch stuff like this. He had, and it was a girl They had one girl playing with the boys in the Iverson game, and the young girl was in the dressing room with him. And I saw one young man with his shirt off. I wanted to tell him, if I was in there, I said, man, put your damn shirt on. There's women in here right now. There's young girls in here right now. Put your damn shirt on, man. No grown person told, put your shirt. He's standing up there, because they think they fine now. Put your damn shirt on. Long time ago, it was a lawsuit to have equal access because they used to, when he let women. It's an older lady. Go look at the special. Brian Gumble. They used to wouldn't let women in the dress room, period. Yes, put your shirt on. Women have access now, but the attitude and the behavior is still there. They feel that they would get punished for speaking up. Put yourself in this position, Sonia. Men, put yourself in. Man, close your eyes and think of who I'm talking about. It was your daughter. Think about it if it was your baby. Then the girls get labeled liars, Jess McKee and Sonia. They just ignore them. And a lot of these sports information, goofy ass, nerdy ass dudes, they doing it too. Hey, Miss Holmes, I told y'all need to share this show. This Women Rock wins. We ain't playing today with these people out here. You got a nice ass for a little white girl. That's what they tell these women in front of people. Yo, these girls are not a collection of body parts, y'all. I'm sorry. They're not a collection of body parts. You got a wagon. You got a nice wagon back there. They don't want to hear that. Well, some of them might. But these girls trying to work, man. Well, she in this industry because she want to be a journalist. She done spent all that damn money at Syracuse to be a journalist. She want to be the best. She want to be like Leslie Visser, Andrea Kramer, and all of these ladies, Walters. These girls want to own Nicole. Nicole is a beautiful girl. All she trying to do is be good at her job. Think the young girl, one of the young girls, the black girl named Brianna Walker, something like that. She worked for the Undefeated. She said something key, y'all. Check this out, Alex. She said she's seen more serious. Y'all got to hear this one. When they talk about, well, what did the club do? What did the NBA do? What did the NFL do? What do they do? When you tell them, she says she's seen more serious repercussions for a ball being deflated than the stuff that goes on with these women. I'm gonna get a drink on that one. Did y'all hear what I said? She said she seen more repercussions when Tom Brady did the Deflategate than somebody over here touching and grabbing on a woman. The ball is more important than a damn people. Look at Mindy. Hate walking through a group of men. Women, I don't. Hey, hey, Mindy, I'm gonna tell you. I don't like walking through a group of women. Some of these women be acting crazy too now. I'm just telling you. Been there, done that now. Michael Jordan said, now you have women in the professional coaching. Does the NFL in the dressing room place? Go look that up yourself. Michael Jordan. It's Googleable. Some of them trying to be the next. Man, all these girls ain't trying to get no athlete, man. King Sticks. Some of these girls know so much about these athletes that they don't want them. I'm sorry, sir. I was watching. Y'all got to know I love F1 now. I'm watching. They even got videos talking about the wives and the girlfriend. They got a name called WAGs, wives and girlfriends. Wife and girlfriend of the guys in Formula One. They had one guy with so less of a game, so absent, without. Man, it's somebody, niggas. Man, it's King Sticks. I don't even want to hear that today. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about these dudes who are abusing their power. I ain't worried about what them girls want. What's up there? My nephew on there, Braylon Addison, one of the best athletes ever came out of Houston, Texas, is on the feed. But King Sticks, I got you. We ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the ones, the men that abuse. I ain't talking about them girls. Well, those girls, they should be treated with respect. She's a woman. One of them, that Braylon, had so less of a game, he was saying the exact same thing to all the girls, and all the girls got together, the reporters, and said, this dude's so lame. He said the exact same thing to all of us. And maybe y'all out there, maybe King Sticks, you want. Why do y'all have to touch him? Why you got to put your hand on somebody else's daughter? Why you got to touch him? Now, every man don't act like that now. The lady asked a question. I'm going to take a break. The lady asked the question, what would help in professional sport? It would help if we have more women in power. If you have more women in power, these women would handle these things a little bit more important. That's why it's more important to y'all, my parallel, to have more black people in power, like Kristen Clark. Because if you empower, you can change the system. You ain't got no power. Remember, I keep telling y'all how much power we have. And some of us have power and we don't use it. But if you're in sounding our voice right now, guys, you're in positions of power, man, if you ain't got no game, just go buy you some somewhere. Because you're damaging these young women. You know, if that's what you want to do, you don't know what they're dealing with mentally. Come on, man. Chop shop. Let me find this. We'll be back in a minute.
The Cox Prater Law Firm. Big city, big town, big settlement. Your fight is our fight. Need legal advice? You know who to call. Personal injury, wrongful death, car accidents, premise liability, serious injuries. 1-800-HURT-NOW.
most worried. I'm most surprised my dad was most worried.
What do you have there, Kaiden?
The trophy.
Whose trophy?
My dad's.
Athletes feel, and with increasing frequency, athletes act. Some NBA players knelt to protest the violence at the United States Capitol on Wednesday. Now, if you don't think that athletes' voices matter, look no further than Georgia and the historic election of the Reverend Raphael Warnock. Warnock became the South's first black senator, and he did it with a huge assist from the WNBA's Atlanta Dream. Last August, the players launched a campaign to unseat Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler, who also happens to be the team's co-owner. The players, angered that Loeffler disparaged the Black Lives Matter movement and dismissed the Say Her Name initiative, wore Vote for Warnock t-shirts and worked feverishly to register young voters. Now Warnock is headed to Washington. Athletes should never again doubt the mountains they can move when they work together. Use your voices. Shout. Trust me, you will be heard. Athletes.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, who's coming shortly, y'all. He's coming. Yeah, we're doing some stuff over there. But we're back. Guess what, man? It's Women Rock Wednesday, and what else I have for y'all? It's just so much stuff, man. And you remember I talked about the messiest intersection, and well, that was a little messy. I mean, of sports, and y'all, we got to figure out a way, man. And guys, man, we got the power. We don't have to do that, man. It's a lot of stuff, man. You don't have to do that. What them girls say? What they be saying? Let me see. I'm just going through some things I'm trying to figure out before Jimmy get on. I'm trying to talk about a subject that we can talk about, and it won't take as long. But I thought about something about the playoffs. Let's talk about the playoffs a little bit. I know where my Laker fans at. They won last night. Them Clippers. Y'all. Let me tell you something. You know, those Clippers. If y'all remember me last year, I was I was a L.A. Rocket. I was because I had friends that coach for the Clippers, and I didn't like the way. And y'all help me with this, because I've never talked about it, because the guys that I know that got fired from the Clippers last year, Doc Rivers and Sam Cassell, they would never talk about this to me. But me personally, y'all help me. Lakers, okay, I like that. Okay, y'all help me out with this one. Jess McKee, it's Women Rock Wednesday, right? I want my women, because my women can see through this stuff. Now, the Clippers were in the bubble playing this same team. Not Dirk, I'm calling the man Dirk. Luka Doncic. And by the way, Luka Doncic, man, listen to me, man. That's one of my nephews, man. That's my first ever white nephew. From Slovenia, I think he's from. That's my first, that's my dude. I like him, y'all. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Don't tell nobody. This is just between us. Do you know I turned it off the Lakers game because I wanted to watch Luka last night? Don't tell nobody now. Hey, Chapman, don't. That is. I was taping the Laker game. I was turning and watching Luka. I'd rather watch Luka. I done seen LeBron. I done seen all them. Chris Paul. Don't put a footnote. Chris Paul, hold up. Same thing he did to the Rockets. Hold up, y'all. Let me get back. Put a footnote for Chris Paul. But let me tell you something. Now, Jess, y'all help me with this. All my girls. Yes, Sabine. Thank you, Brian. Thank you. Thank you. I know some. That's my new nephew. I can't wait to go to Sabina. Check this out. I got some ballers on there. I got my boy Joe Baldridge on there. Joe, check this out now, Joe. Where all my girls at? Braylon, I want you to listen to this too. The Clippers got beat by the same team, the Dallas Mavericks, in the bubble. Okay? The Clippers, whining ass Paul George, talking about, well, some of the plays I didn't like. Y'all talking about the pin down. Some of it I just wasn't comfortable with his little whining ass. Check this out. Tyronn Lue was on that staff too. Kenny Lofton. Is Gina still on here? Miss Gina, you still on here? Tyronn Lue was Doc's head assistant. Head assistant. Check this out. All right? They lose. Doc and Sam and the rest of the guys get fired. Tyronn Lue gets the job. He made a fake move and came down here and interviewed for the Rockets, knowing he wasn't going to take the job because Tim and Fertitta wasn't going to pay him that kind of money. He wound up being the coach of the Clippers. Where my women at? Where my women at? How in the hell all of us together over here, but you gets the job? They fire us. What happened there? Yeah, where my women at? Talk to me, Mindy. Oh, okay. Hey, y'all leave Gina alone, man. Come on, Mr. Lawson, let her. She can look at the chop shop for a little. I just need the women. Okay, I know some of y'all multitasking. I'm sorry, but okay. Let me put it. Let's say me. Hold up, Jeremy Cunningham and Joe Baldridge. No, Walter Yates. Let's use a controversial figures. Jeremy Cunningham. No, take me out of it. Jeremy Cunningham, Joe Baldridge, and Walter Yates. All of these guys coaching the Clippers. The Clippers lose. Jeremy and Walter Yates get fired. But Joe ass get the head coaching job. How did Joe get that job? Y'all talk to me. I know we're on a 10-second delay. Why, Joe? All of us lost. Thank you, Gary Carter. Gary Carter, the only one ain't scared to see it. Joe Baldridge, why you get the job? I would have thought, hold on, I find the whole staff. Joe said, I'm a rat. Hell no, it wasn't about no damn relationship, Darryl Bond. I'm telling you. Hell no, wasn't about no damn relationship. I'm telling you what I know. I ain't telling you what I heard. You talking about what you heard. Hell no. He ain't got no relationship. His relationship, he came with Doc. That was Doc's dude. I want to straighten that up right there. Thank you, Herb Baker. Nigga talking about relationship. Relationship my ass. Because guess what? Steve Ballmer gonna fire his ass too if he lose. After 1 year. All I'm telling you, it wasn't about no damn relationship. Backdoored him. Yes. And you know what classic thing about Doc and Sam? Every time I bring it up to him, I said, nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. Because in the next couple of weeks, Doc had a new job. at Philadelphia. And I think that worked out fine. Oh, Herb, don't do that. Dr. Newsom, where my doc at? Dr. Newsom, tell me what happened. Hold up, y'all. You remember Steve Ballmer was in the bubble. He was one of the, it's a few owners was in the bubble. He was there. Can you imagine the talks him and Tyrone Lue was having as they were losing? Tyrone Lue ain't told Doc nothing about it. I'm just telling. So back to this. I just want to know. I just wanted to know. Darryl Barnes, I hear you talking about relationship. We're gonna see how much these relationships keep him there. But that Luka Doncic. And y'all help me out. Y'all got mad at that. Well, here go Jimmy. Well, James had all these Hall of Famers. He had, what's the boy name? Dwight Howard. He had Chris Paul. He had Russell Westbrook. James had all of these guys. Chris Paul done pulled up lame again. What y'all think about it? Dude, is that karma? Is a blessing in disguise for Doc? You're right. Y'all, is that karma? Think about y'all with Chris Paul hurt again, y'all. Y'all, we was one game and one hamstring away from being the champs. A hamstring. Going to the championship. He hurt again, man. Donnie. Darryl Barnes. He hurt again. Did y'all see my little nephew last? I ain't been talking about him because I get, y'all get mad when I talk about him. People get mad. People get mad when I talk. I can't help it if I like somebody and you don't like them. It's some people be around your ass I don't like. I don't hate on them. I don't like everybody you like. Chris Paul just unlucky. Okay. He just unlucky. Dude. And what in the hell is wrong with Anthony Davis? One day he played good and one day. Kelton, I feel sorry for y'all who had to cheer for them. And let me tell you something. Like the dude talking about, man, the team is great. No, the team has LeBron James on it. So who is that said somebody the other day? Who was that on the feed talking, how do you must hate LeBron James? Oh, hell no. He bad. I just don't like y'all. I just don't like y'all talking about him so much. I guess y'all don't like me talking about James so much. Okay. I'm with that. I ain't mad at you. But LeBron James, he a bad man. Clutch shots again. Remember what I said about LeBron James? Before I ain't got nothing bad to say about him today. I'm glad he won that game. But guess what? Guess what we're going to always say, Braylon? If Chris Paul had to pull up lane, because that's my favorite story, Herb Baker. If Chris Paul don't pull up lane for the Rockets, man, James is probably world champion right now. They were going to beat LeBron now. All their years of being a terrible... Hey, man, going on, Herb, a terrible teammate. AD was never good in game one, but in game two was different. Okay, all right. I know you. Thaddeus Moody. You know what? Look here. Y'all watch what Thaddeus Moody did. Thaddeus Moody, where he live at? In Chicago, right? Look how he took up for a Chicago guy. When Houston gonna do that? Soon as I said something about AD, Thaddeus Moody said AD was never good in game one, but game two is different. See how he take up for a Chicago dude? Let me see who I got. What y'all saying? What you say? Chris Paul mentally wants to win, but his body says different. That's a good one. Mr. Mr. D Hag. If I knew your name, I'd call you by your name. I'm sorry. That's your stage name. I mean, I'm sorry. That's your name on your helm. Yeah. I remember AD was a guard at first. I got the pictures of him. It don't matter what happens. The Lakers win the chip, it's still going to be haters. I got a question. Not to your Laker fans. Not to Kelton and all you people who love the Lakers. Who else think the Lakers going to win? Herb, you got me right there. We ain't got no guys in the league. You're right. I mean, we ain't got no guys. Houston got some guys in the playoffs, but they're not no stars in the playoffs, right? Chris Paul in 2007, ankle. 2010, knee injury. 2013, kneecap. 2014, shoulder. 2015, hamstring. 2017, thumb. Wow. Donnie Spry, you might be a Laker you might be a Laker fan now. I want to know who not the Laker fans. Do you think the Lakers gonna win? Oh, what's up, Mr. Haggerty? My main man. What's up, baby? Who you think, Mr. Haggerty? Who you think, man? Who you think? If you're not a Laker fan, I see Herb like the Lakers. I don't want to hear Herb. You like the Lakers. Do you think the Lakers gonna win it? Gary, let me tell you something, man. Gary, I'm in a quagmire over this thing because I want James to win, but I want Sam to win. I'm serious. I'm in a situation. Okay. Gamble saying Chris Paul's style of play is rugged for regular season and the playoffs, so he has to dial it down. Dude, all he did was jump and LeBron elbowed him in the damn in the neck. Donnie, I ain't talking to you. Donnie, you stay out of this. You Laker fans, you stay out of this now. I want to see. I'm a Laker guy, but I believe the Nets will win it all. Oh, damn. Hold up. If Chris get to 80%, the Sun will win. What? Oh. Let's talk about the West. Let's get out the West. The Sixers good, man. They good, man. Here comes Jimmy, y'all. Let's see can we get him in. Let me get my boy in here. Hold on. Let me see how he looking over there. Boy, let me see how you looking over there. Boy, I put you on it. Let me try it. Hold up, y'all. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. Let's add Jimmy. To the right. There you go, homeboy. Yes, a lot better. Yeah, I know you've been struggling. We'll talk about it later. I've been going through these playoffs. Jimmy, do you think the Lakers can come out the West?
Yeah, they can come out the West. I mean, understand the Anthony Davis. LeBron has always needed a Robin. You know, since getting into Miami, he's always needed a Robin. Even when he was in Cleveland, he had a different Robin every other night. That's why some nights it was, believe it or not, it was Daniel Booby Gibson. Some nights it was Mo Williams. Some night,
Dellavedova.
It was Dellavedova. That was when he came back.
Jimmy, really, everybody need a Robin.
Yeah. So Anthony Davis, with what's on the table now, I'm sorry, what you saw from him in that fourth quarter and that second half, the bounce he had, the confidence he had, even on defense, you saw he went and snatched. Well, back in the days, we call it snagged. He went and snagged DeAndre Ayton's ball out the air. Like, give me that.
Yeah,
that was the energy that's needed every night, though, for this team. Because remember, that was supposed to be a big three. Everybody has a big three. nowadays.
Who is that?
They don't have.
They got
They don't
Schroeder.
have-
Schroeder's 3. He finally played good last night now. He played good last night.
He's a 1.97. He ain't a 3. He ain't a 3. He ain't a 3. Hey, like back in the day on the streets, they have a saying, one time makes no case. So you know what? Lil Ugly played well last night. Anthony Davis played well last night. LeBron James played well last night. Now, consistency is the key because Chris Paul, albeit we know he's injured, did not play well last night. And that's important because Chris Paul, I don't give a damn if he have one shoulder. He's not going to do worse than what you saw last night. 6 points. That ain't in 23 minutes. Ain't happening. It ain't happening. So
Jimmy, what about the luck of that guy, man? Freight just ran down all of these injuries he'd had during the playoffs. Freight, I mean, there's a lot of them. Freight, I'm trying to go back and get it, Freight. I wish I had a Freight. He just went down. Freight went and gave. Oh my God, he went down. Oh, he said Chris Paul, 2007, the ankle, 2010, the knee, 2013, the kneecap, 2014, the shoulder, 2015, the hamstring, 2017, the thumb. And the list goes on. Then you come up here and mess up his hamstring. Jimmy, and you get mad at him. I said, man, I'm a hamstring away from having a ring for the Rockets. A hamstring. And now the man went up and LeBron and hit him in the top of the LeBron arms this damn big, then hit him in the top of that thing. Jimmy, I ain't lying. I kind of hit that look.
Hold on.
What?
You sure that wasn't his own player?
I think it was
you
LeBron.
sure?
The commentator said the own player. That's why I turned their ass off and looked at it in slow motion. He had his little bitty ass in there. Shouldn't even been in there with LeBron now. And what happened, it happened before, Jimmy. Like LeBron's arm was like this, and Chris it hit up like that. I said, wow. He just unlucky dude, man. I can't. Y'all can have it. Y'all can throw him in the ocean. I told you. Well, hold up. You said James got, what's the boy name? Dwight Howard, Chris Paul, and damn, I'm crying. Hold on. I got tears coming out of my mouth. Chris Paul and who else you said? Dwight Howard and Russell Westbrook. Man, I learned this, Jimmy. It's not just good enough to be an all-star. You got to play like one when the time is right. And guess what? Them dudes didn't play like it when the time was right. You know, we still talking about the 0 for 27. I'm still thinking, Jimmy, I'll never forget about the 0 for 27. Cause me, Jimmy, if I'm on the floor playing with them, hey man, don't nobody take another damn 3 after 10 got missed. Let's get one that going to the hole. And nobody said it. We don't have leaders like that. But what else, Jimmy? I just posted some Doug put up there. Talk about some young kid, Jimmy. I know we talk about the NBA, but guess what? Whoever Zane Cooper is, you know he my dude. When you hit 11 3-pointers, I roll with you, Zane. Zane Cooper, you get the call today. Mr. Hatter talking about you today on the Chop Shop. Jimmy, I didn't mean to go there, but keep going.
39 points. He scored 39 points in one of the games this past weekend. And once again, this exposure. If that's what you guys are seeking, that's what I'm saying. You know, that should be a column when in every team registration form. What are you seeking from this event? Do you just want to play on the main court? Do you want one of your kids to be ranked? Because understand, most grassroots coaches want to do right by all of their players. But then the thing is, and I'm gonna tell you something, guys. Trust me, it makes life much easier. You don't have to do it publicly. But if a lot of you guys, the grassroots guys, coaches, you have to have the nuts to at least determine which one of the kids you're gonna push through first.
Oh.
What you do is You want to leave it up to other people who don't see your kids, but once every 2 weeks, once every month, to go and determine who your best kid is. And when we pick them wrong, then you're mad and you tell the parents, I don't know what's wrong with him. He don't know what he's looking at.
Oh,
But all you have to do is identify him first. Coach, this is Hicks. A, B, C. These are my top 3 guys.
oh.
Trust me, I know. I'm the grassroots coach. I'm in practice with them all the time. I know who's getting there first. I know who's leaving last. I know who's putting the work in. Why the hell y'all leave it up to us to determine? You're giving too much credit. I keep telling you people.
I ain't never thought about it like that, Jim.
Keep
I ain't
telling
never
them.
thought about it.
I'm trying to empower the people. And you guys are grassroots. You the people. You have the power to say determine. It ain't gonna hurt. They don't even have to know it. Just let us know what you think. That way now we come, because guess what? This little kid, Zane, he might be the 4th best kid on that team. But if Doug Jones saw him on that day with modern basketball, guess who looks like the best player on the team?
Zane Cooper.
So guess what? If Doug if there was no rankings and he had to do the rankings all over the day, who would be ranked the highest on that team?
Zane. Wow.
Now, what if there's another kid who just had a subpar game? He was Anthony Davis in game 1.
Okay.
And you know what your eyes saw? I
Yeah.
saw him, man. That kid ain't do nothing against them little old dudes. You see how this stuff goes? Take control of the wheel. Guys, you are able to guide your own vehicles through this muddy water.
That's a good
What I do, understand what I do.
I like that.
Me, I stay the hell out of y'all way. Any of you guys that are watching right now, tell me the last time you saw me walk into one of your practices. I'm listening.
You don't never go in nobody's practice.
For the purpose of seeing your practice. Now, I stumbled into a gym to go meet a coach the other week, and a team happened to be practicing in the court. I didn't come to see that team.
Right.
Now, the team happened to be there. I'll speak to everybody, but I'm coming to take care of business. I'm not in your videos. I'm not at your practices. I'm not in your mix. I'm not in your huddles. I'm not sitting on your benches. Understand? So what I do, I get intel. I relay that intel into the hands or into the possession of the college recruiters. If a college coach, for example, I just on at them because I get, of course, everybody gets texts and stuff every morning. I read you the text right now. But I'm gonna omit the name of the player that he's asking about. You follow me? This is from a college coach this morning, a Division I coach. Good morning, bro. I know you've been on that grind. I see you beating them streets. I need a little insight on blank. That's the kid's name. It looks like he has the potential to become a high major player. I want to put some work in on it. Just in case, who would be the people I need to touch? This is what college coaches rely on me to do. They don't need me to tell them who's going to be the pro next year, who's going to be the best prospect for the G League, who's going to be an All-American in 2 years. That ain't my damn job. My job is to get your intel, provide it to them. Remember, now let me give you my response to this coach. His dad, blank, I gave his name, and his grassroots coach, blank. But he is tricky. So the coach say, what's the tricky part, Doc? I say the grassroots coach loves the recruitment process a little bit too much to a fault. It's the truth. Some guys like all that stuff, want to get to all the offers, want to get all this stuff. You've been there, done it to a fault. So then I tell him, he say, well, I don't know him, meaning the grassroots coach. He said, give me what I need to get in. I text him back. the dad name, blank, and his cell phone number. The summer coach, even though I say you were tricky, I gave him your cell number as well. Because guess what I do? And he texts me back, bingo. Should have put an A in there. It's bango, coach, not bingo. But that's what I do on a daily basis. I provide remember, not just intel. Intel is only from the recipient. It's precise when you provide correct intel. And Hal, I got another one this morning that just flattened me out. Here's go.
I'm just chilling. Come on.
I'm not gonna say the name, but you know, some of you guys are too smart for your own good as well. Y'all can put 2 and 2 together. I know that, but I'm not gonna say the name. Here's it is. Here's this one. Because intel. What's going on, my man? How's everything? I reply back, how's everything on your end, coach? Man, no complaints here. I had a guy hit the transfer portal, so I'm back in the market. Coach. He said, coach just wants the best available. I seen blank, he says the kid name, in the portal. What do you think about him? My response, would your athletic director approve of him coming in? He replies back, man, they gave me a list of kids and I'm trying to hit people I know to do some groundwork. Let me check and research. Did he do something at blank, his previous school? Mm-hmm. So I would talk to the head coach and see if he wants to pursue it. I respond, Google his name and his previous school.
So, Jimmy, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
is this a three-way conversation?
It's a two-way conversation. Me and the coach, assistant coach.
Okay.
And he's talking about his head coach.
Oh, okay. Okay. My bad. Okay.
I say, Google his name and put the previous school. He say, yes, I did. Once you said that. So then I reply again with that initial. I copy and paste my statement a while ago. Would your athletic director approve him coming in? He replies back, we're about to see when I present this information to my boss. I will see what he says. I say, cool. He replies back in about 4, 5, 6 minutes. He say the head coach says it's a no-go. The AD won't go for it. I respond, my job is to save you time and money. He said, I appreciate it. That's why I went right to you without doing any research. I seen Houston by the kid's name, and I said, let me reach out. And for my response, it's the last response. So this means whoever gave you his name purposely withheld important, valuable information and intel, which costs you hours of time, right? And he said, for sure. He said, thanks so much, T-Sheet. This is what, understand, I provide intel to say that's going to save these coaches. My obligation is first and foremost to the college coaches who are clients of RCS Sports. And a lot of times, if I don't remind you guys, you get it. Understand, I'm an advocate for the people. I'm a social justice warrior for you guys. Why the hell would I be going out of my way to give so much free intel to you? The intel, they pay for their intel. I give free game to you guys. So in other words, I'm more so a Robin Hood.
You rob from the rich and give to the poor.
That's if you really think about it.
Yeah. And what you're trying to do is balance the thing out. And that's what I keep trying to tell parents and tell people to understand how we prepare and the things that we do to prepare this show. This information is for y'all. Jimmy, sometimes the people act like they're doing us a favor for tuning on. Jimmy, you ain't got no kid over there you're trying to send to school. You ain't sneaked and got another one around there, huh? Okay. All right. I don't have a kid I'm trying to get. So understand when you're getting this information is for y'all. And sometimes, because I talk, come on, but keep going, Jimmy. You got, gosh. But that's Jimmy, I'm going to tell you something. If I was a coach, That kind of stuff that saved me a whole lot of time and resources. I ain't got to play with this dude. I ain't got to play around with this fool. I ain't got to, because this the Jimmy. In the beginning of the show, I always said this the messiest intersection. We every day we intentionally dabble in the messiest in this. Jimmy, it's some mess going on the internet. There's some people tweeting against each other. Last night, I ain't never seen that many damn tweets in my damn life. How do y'all have this much time to tweet?
What happened last night?
Oh, you know what? I don't want just Jim. It's too much, and me personally, I don't really want to give it credence on this show. I should have cleared it with you first, because when I tell you it's a hot mess, it's between somebody in Dallas against Jermaine O'Neal. And if you ain't heard it, then, man, you probably ain't heard it.
Oh, no. Yeah, I got a message.
Yes, they sent it to us this morning.
It's texted last night, last night or this morning, yeah.
And you ain't had time to research it, right? I went and researched it, Jimmy. William Burnside is in the Memphis, Tennessee fine. Jimmy, I love y'all out there, right? But I don't text long messages. I don't text a long time. I don't talk on a long time. How do you have so much time? Dude, Jimmy, I ran out of room. Jimmy, I got the text. If you want to get into it, I just want to know how people have this dang much time. I just don't have this much time, Jimmy.
I mean,
Jimmy,
first and foremost, when I got the message about it, first thing that went to my mind was, it just went. I went from a different part of the room with it, and I went to as these type of things happen in Dallas all the time, but people in Dallas want to make you guys in Houston believe that they are problem free. They all get along. They just love each other's kids so much. And I know that to be not true. I didn't say I think. I know it to be not true. Listen, guys. There in life, there are excuses and there are reasons.
Okay. Excuses and reasons. Okay.
People often give excuses in place of the real reason.
Okay.
That they do something.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Once again, people will often give excuses for the real reason.
Mm-hmm. And
I noticed a lot of times, lately, people use excuses why they don't do something, why they don't play. And, I asked the team this morning, hey, man, what I think I got a call from somebody, one of the national media guys, and I was asking, say, why, tell me what you heard. What are they saying why some of the local sneaker teams did not play this weekend in the IMO? I'm just curious. I know, but I'm just want to know what they're saying out to y'all.
Okay.
You just always ask that.
Yeah.
So they say, well, man, they said, one guy told me that I thought I heard it all. The guy says, they said there wasn't enough sneaker teams playing in it. And I'm like, well, what you guys see on the schedule is the finished product. 2 of those teams were only added after the last 2. No, they had 2 slots for local. And after they wasn't going to get those 2 locals, and both of those were sneaker teams, everybody else is a sneaker team except for 3 Day Empire. So for them to say,
and they've been whooping every sneaker team's ass in sight, but keep going.
Now they've lost to a couple of as well.
Okay,
but they've whooped more than enough of their fair share.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm like, that's not the reason, Coach. He said, yeah. I say, Coach, trust me. That's an excuse. That's not the reason. And guess what? If the reason is you like, and think about it, down from Houston, obviously some of our people love the Drive Nation facility, because what do we have to compare it to? The MI3 facility. And compared to the MI3, Drive Nation is a better facility. But I'm not gonna, and of course they have, but Drive Nation, just like MI3, they have Wi-Fi problems as well, Hatter.
And in the tweets, Jimmy, I saw last night, the hours, how the tweet started is the hours off in Drive Nation. So the guy tweeted saying, the guy, that's how the thing started. The guy said, "Damn, man, I got talked to several guys and they FaceTiming from over there. They both sweating like pigs. Turn the air on over in that rag. Turn the air on there. They had no air in the building." That's how the thing started, Jimmy. And then it goes on back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I said, boy, oh, there he is. I said, what unbelievable. And I just take my hat off to anybody that have that much time. Because Robert Hatter all I was thinking about, these man hours. I hope your ass ain't working for me. If you're working for me, I can't have you doing it. But guess what? That's how the tweet. And guess what, Jimmy? I think that was to me, that was a good tweet. You just said, sometimes stuff don't work. Like MI3, internet problems. But we always talk about, Drive Nation. And then we find out, ain't nowhere in the world I'm going in nowhere where ain't no damn air. And hold up, Jimmy, that is an incubator for the coronavirus. Heat. Come on, carry on.
I mean, you're hitting it right on the head, and that's the whole thing.
Coach,
but guess
you
what?
know what?
This is not a. If you just tune in, this is not a. We think right now we're discussing a conversation on social media between two individuals, not one. It took a conversation because one guy, the message I got, the recipient that the first was directed at responded.
Yeah, he responded.
I mean, now it's a conversation.
It's a dude.
And
I was reading it keep going, Jim. I'm sorry.
And and my thing is, once again, they have problems there, guys. They have problems everywhere.
Okay.
And the thing is, they pump up their kid. Guess what? Stop. That's an excuse. It's not the reason. Guess what? Over the past couple of years, DFW has had a string of players. Their front court players have collectively been more recruitable than our front court players.
Okay. And the backcourt players too this year.
And I mean, so guess what? So you say, well, they push their kids out there. They pump their kids up.
Yeah.
The kids are damn better right now.
Great point, Jimmy. Great point. Great point.
Stop trying to deny shit what it is.
Great point.
It's okay for DFW to be better right now.
Yeah. I like them.
But guess what? We have promise.
Yes, we do.
Right now, the top 16U team in the state of Texas is in H-Town. Arguably the top 15U team in the state is in H-Town.
Okay.
Without question, the top 14U team in the state of Texas, probably in the damn country, is in second best in the country, because Night Riders, them dudes bad. them dudes bad. Carlos Booth's son, them twins, that's some bad boy. But in Texas.
Right.
So the future is bright, and all we got to do now, that's why I said, now it's up for Clyde Jackson with the Houston Hoops to identify their guy they want to be the first one through the door. Who you anoint your star in your program, then you secretly or publicly let them know this guy's first up, then this guy's second up, this guy's third up. Hell, we got 6 of them need to be up there, but somebody got to be the first one through the door.
Jimmy, who is the top 16 team?
The Houston Hoops 16U.
Clyde's team.
Yes.
With my boy Wesley Yates and them on.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
all right, okay. Because somebody was asking while you were talking, and I just wanted to make sure that the Houston Hoops, man, we back, we back. But keep going, Jim. Keep going. I like that.
Well, I mean, is that some doubt? Is that some doubt? It's not no doubt.
No.
And guess what? When you have and you have the best, like I say, I was saying about the grassroots coaches.
Right.
It with this system. Remember, I can help you by helping you to help yourself. And then we all can help each other. Because if I got to pick one that I like,
Jim, who is Max Level? Who is Max Level?
Max Levels beat them, but Max Levels turned around and lost the next day. Max Levels is a team that was an upset win. If Max Levels played the Houston Hoops 16U 9 more times, they would lose 9 more times.
Okay, I just want to know. I love it.
You know, it's a gallant effort. I'll put it like this: does anybody want to put a sack on Max Levels play against the Houston Hoops 16U? Anybody want to put a sack on that? And I'm saying, I love Josh Woodson. Josh Woodson, he's a good dude. That's my dude. But come on now, you take that win and run with it. That win, put it like this. Didn't University of Houston in this past basketball season, remember they was undefeated at one while?
Yeah.
They got ranked in the top. They got ranked in the top 5 in the country.
Yeah.
Remember they turned around and lost to East Carolina?
Sure did. That don't mean East Carolina better than them. Hello. I like that.
But that don't take away from East Carolina. Guess what? East Carolina, they're good enough. That means they're good enough on any particular day to beat them if they don't come to play. And that's what happened with the Houston Hoops 16U.
Okay.
What happened to them?
Gotcha. Oh, I didn't know Max Level was Tyrese Maxey's team. Thank you, Landon Hour. I did not know that. Y'all know. Y'all know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hold up. This for Landon. Hold up, Jim. I got to get this for Landon Hour. Okay. That for Landon. What else you got, Jim? What you looking like? You're looking at some notes down there. What you got?
Yeah. And I was reading some of the comments. I can't see them on the screen.
Oh, that's right. Anymore. So they still ain't popping up?
I was just kicking up.
Okay.
And of course Gary Carr says, well, they talking about in defense of the Houston Hoops 16U, which they don't need no defense for us being the best in the state of Texas. That's what I said. And they're arguably one of the best in the state, in the country. I'm not going to anoint them as the best in the country, but they did beat each one, teach one. They did beat each one, teach one out of Florida. The Hoops did.
Okay.
And that's the measuring stick of all 16U teams.
Oh,
so
each one,
that means
one is the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the 3-4 in that quartet. They're one of the number 1 seeds. Put it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but then one of my point is back to the point. Grassroots coaches, and you are in a situation. And know what I did? I give props to Joe Baldwin. From the Scholar Athletes.
What
Joe always on our YouTube.
Yeah, what you
Joe Baldridge. What Joe does, I explained that to him a year ago to the Scholar Athletes. Said, Joe, who's the better one? Give me your 1, 2, 3. Because for me to figure out your 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna have to watch you guys multiple times. Eventually, I will figure it out. But right now, who's your 1, 2, 3? And tell me a little bit about each one. So that means what things to look for. That means, once again, it takes time. We are not watching kids play 48-minute games. We're not watching kids play whole games. We're watching them play fragments of game. And don't let it be a blowout game. The game is going to end even earlier than that for mercy rule purposes. So you got to go in there and get and condense and get help. Adam, you know, we have Chris Walk on the Chop Shop. And he's a founder of the Chop Shop. Chris Walker works for CBS Sports right now. Whether y'all know it or not, when he does those broadcasts, any broadcast person on mainstream media, they have to arrive at least 1 day earlier, at least 1 day in advance. Know what they're doing during that day? They're speaking with both coaches. They may go to shoot-arounds or to the pre-practices. They're gathering intel. They're going and talk to the student information guy, to the dobos, to whoever, to get all of the intel that he needs to help him derive his opinions, because he only has this much time. It's only this much, and only so much film you can watch. So that's all I'm saying to you guys. We are not, see, that's the thing. People get extremely disturbed when they see a misevaluation of a kid, knowing, and they say, well, remember the excuse that they use. Man, he ain't play no basketball. Don't even play. He ain't never played. How you gonna know that? Well, if you know that, then you need to help that damn guy all you can if that guy's in a position of power. Because if he fails, your whole boat, your whole city fails. Intel is what this stuff is about. You can keep playing around and trying to prove the world wrong. By the time it's like filing a case. By the time that case comes to court, to the docket, it's like Deshaun Watson in this case right now. He can't be deposed to February of 2022, Adam. Know what that means? The season is over with. The season is over with. So that means this season, he gets through this season unscathed.
Unscathed by the criminal courts.
By the court system, by the legal system.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the legal system. And we're looking at some of the comments. What they say on the comments?
No, I'm just trying to find out why didn't you why your messages. I'm talking to our software people on typing. So
yeah.
I
don't know what it is.
No, Paul Miranda was just saying, Jimmy, you say that every year about our teams. About our teams. No. That they're gonna be better this year, and they're gonna be better this year. I guess he said you go.
No, not every year. I know Paul saying it in jest.
I know you,
but that's not every year. Whenever I put my stamp on something, it normally wins places or shows, and then and coming down to the wire. Then after a while, and once again, it's the rubber has to meet the road at some point in time.
Yeah.
And the minute, once again, when I told you guys, I mean, think about it. For the most part, between myself and now we have Doug Jones and Jeffrey D on board, we're telling you, I mean, this is the now, but I'm going back to the yesteryears. I can go back and give you guys a whole resume of the ones that I was on the front side of and challenged and with the DFW guys, and it proved true. I came out the gates. I came out the gates in 2001. That was the year Willow Ridge went to the state tournament, and people in DFW were spraying up and down, and some betting went on saying that the Colony, which had 2 underclassmen, could beat Willow Ridge. So y'all got to be crazy. Got to the state. The Colony got to state. Willow Ridge get to state. The other 2 teams was Converse Judson and Bryan High School, coached by now current Conroe High School coach Darryl Mason. And guess what happened? The Colony get knocked out. Willow Ridge win state, although they needed they didn't come through unbruised. They win state though. Then you come back, and guess what I said in 2002? It was DFW's time. They ran the state in 2002, Hatter. But while they was running the state, they had Chris Bosh, Dallas Lincoln went 40-0 in 2002. But you know what was going on also in 2002? Westbury Christian was kicking so much ass in taps. They were running taps with a guy named Indy Eby. And in 2000, and I told everybody, okay, Dallas, y'all have 2002. But guess what's going to happen next year? They say what? I say I'm putting my right pocket. We got some youngsters coming to shoot. That's 10th graders right now. One of them name is Jawan McClellan. One of them name is Daniel Gibson. Them dudes the future. But meanwhile, we got some pros. But back then, I used to do that pro stuff. And I didn't, I used to get them to do it. We got some pros. And I was right about that. I said, we got some pros in this class 2003. Kendrick Perkins, Indy Eby, Cartier Martin. You had dudes, Michael Ume, who played in the Olympics and represented Africa for several times over. That's a pro. Not to mention guys like Lanny Smith, Tack Minor, and all those cats. 2003, we ran the state. That class ran the state and the country. That class ran the country as far as recruitability. That broke the wall down because that made what that did. It proved that 2001 with TJ Ford, Daniel Ewing, and all those cats, Lawrence Roberts, Emeka Okafor, John Lucas Jr., John Lucas III, and all it proved that those guys wasn't a fluke. Then you came back with Chris Bosham in 2002. That proved that Texas wasn't a fluke, wasn't a one-hit wonder. We wasn't a Tone Loc.
Tone Loc had bad one. He had something other than Bad Mama Dino. Bad, what's it? Cold Mona D, whatever. Wild thing.
Yeah,
he had a couple of hits. You talking about Milli Vanilli. You talking about Nelly Vanilli. Nelly Vanilli. But they was a one-hit wonder. But keep going.
So then, Hannah, I was doubling down while that 2003 was feeling so good. Now, mind you, Lanny Smith and Hightower got to the state tournament back-to-back years in 2002, 2003, and Lanny Smith didn't play, knee injury. They lost in the state championship. In the state tournament. 2004 came around. That's when all hell broke loose and H-Town was on the serious surge. How? Daniel Gibson and Jawan McClellan were both McDonald's All-Americans from this city. And that's just giving you then they both took their teams. Milby High School had a first-year coach. He had never been a head coach in his life. Jimmy Duffer took the team and they went undefeated. They won remember, it was the Houston versus the Nation. Milby won the national bracket. Jones won the Texas bracket, and they both went to state. And not only did they perform in state, people still was doubting Milby because their tallest player was 6'4.5". Jawan McClellan might have been their tallest player, Hannah. Jawan might have been their tallest player. Milby, not only did they win state, one of the prized possessions of DFW. I had never witnessed this before in my life. They had to put him in an ambulance and give him, and he had to get medical treatment after the game was over with because they had dehydrated him so bad. I mean, he was really sick. That was the little Horton kid, Jason Horton. You guys remember that? Jason Horton Milby's press had spun him around. You ever went to one of the salsa and they do the salsa dancing? They spin you around
on TV. I ain't go. No.
They spun him around in that press. That press he kept, because that was one of his moves. He always would spin. They kept spinning his ass, and that's my dude. His pops and Daniel Horton and all them other Horton family. But in fun, I mean, not seriousness. I mean, they didn't purposely send him to the hospital, but he needed treatment after that game. Anybody that was there can attest to that. Now, Daniel Gibson, Big Doug. Remember, they had Doug Jones.
What?
I mean, Doug Smith. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Doug Smith.
Okay.
Doug Smith he's the brother of former University of Texas player Harrison Smith. They both out of Jones High School. He hits a shot at the buzzer to lift Jones to the state championship that same year. But then guess what happened in 2005? The next year coming up, there was a kid that had came through the ranks, and John Urey and Rick Nelson had their fingerprints on him, and he was taking the country by storm. He would later
Green.
Say it. Say it again.
I went to his games. Jimmy, you couldn't get in. You couldn't get in one couple of them games.
Yes, exactly. So that means, understand, people don't realize it wasn't no damn social media back then. And people thinking like this stuff just got invented. See, this is why a lot of guys from the old school sometimes get pissed, because new boots come and try to make you guys believe this is the only. Understand, social media is great. It serves a purpose. Understand about branding and everything, but don't make it seem like people didn't know, like we was undiscovered land before social media. I'm just telling you how things was. Had a packed houses whenever Gerald Green played.
Jimmy, I was there. They had to bring me through a back door. They had to bring me in somewhere.
So look how hot the city was. And guess what? It was hot because once a player, remember, we would push one through the door. And when he get through the door, then you come and get the rest. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. It still go that way. But then what happens is if you're trying to push one through the door, and they'll say, no, don't push him. Let him go. Then another one can say, no, neither one of them two should go. You should take him. Then know what the person that's making the decision does? He would say, to hell with it. I ain't going to deal with none of them. Because they can't make up their mind down there.
Man, guess who gonna pop on this show, y'all? Jimmy, guess who pop on this show at 1:40, 1:58? Guess who is 1:54? Y'all ain't gonna guess who done popped up in the green room, y'all. Hey, hold up. I'm gonna give you a hint. He didn't come on here yesterday. He didn't come on here. Hold up, Jimmy. He didn't come on here Monday after something the Lakers got their tail tore off. He didn't come on here Tuesday. But y'all look who's in the building. He dancing in the background. Look at it.
That's the Kane dance. They call that the Kane dance.
Hey, Chris, and hold on. I was just about to get. Let me speed something through something.
Okay,
I'm about
go
to get to
finish,
you.
Jimmy. I'm sorry.
I'm about to get to you. Remember, let me speed through it. In 2005, I mentioned Gerald Green. So while Gerald Green was lighting the city up in 2005, guess what was happening? I was telling that world that we got some more down the chute. We got some more youngsters coming. We got another one. Nick Wise, he's box office. Everybody loves this young kid. Kingwood goes to state 3-4 years in a row. Remember, around that time, the hurricane. Yeah, they went to state 3-4 years ago.
Chris Walker didn't even do that, but keep going.
No. But then Chris, around this time, so it's the Nick Wise. And as Nick Wise getting ready to do his senior campaign, Kingwood had already went to state 2 years in a row. I said 3, but 2 years in a row, Kingwood already went to state. They went 3 years, I think. No, they went 4. They went the year after Nick Wise left. DeAndre went by himself. Him and Mike Singletary went. But guess what was happening?
What was that?
With this Kingwood dynasty, we had Westfield High School, who was number 4 in USA Today in the country. That senior year. Then guess what else happened? The hurricane happened. Katrina happened. And then as Katrina happened, we had an influx of New Orleans and Louisiana people moved to Houston. One of those is in the NBA right now with the Houston Rockets, named DJ Augustine, who came and moved into Houston. He had an asterisk. He wasn't ours, but neither was Emmanuel Mudiay wasn't yours, and Billy Preston wasn't yours. And I can name Dallas. I can name a whole bunch of them that wasn't yours. But guess what? We embraced it.
You fighting some Dallas dudes, Jimmy?
No. He just talking. He just talking. Come on, Jimmy.
I'm just teaching today. I'm just teaching today.
So
read that time, that's class of 2006. 2006 was grooving. We're grooving right now. So guess what's happening? We got another young kid down the chute coming out next year. Guess what his name was? We had Gary Johnson, and we had another kid named DeAndre Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Was a human fly swatter.
Yes, sir.
We kept it going. What are y'all talking about?
No, keep on going, Jimmy. Keep on going.
Hold on. Every one of these kids. Hold on. I'm getting to you. Hold on. I'm getting to you. We had another kid, Jay Lucas and BJ Holmes, coming out of those young kids, 10th graders at the time in 2005. They came out in 2007. So guess what? So I'm telling everybody, every one of these players that I'm telling you about, guess what they did? Hit home runs.
Hold on, Jimmy. Let me put something in here for you. Jimmy,
home runs. What no strikeouts?
Jimmy, let me put a bookmark in here for you right quick. This is your bookmark. Chris, he's just going to call somebody saying, Jimmy, you're talking about Houston going to be good. Houston going to be good down the road. But Jimmy's saying Man, I've been telling y'all this and telling y'all this. Houston gonna be, and so he giving a chronicle order of when he said Houston was gonna be good. They're gonna be good. But keep going, carry on, Jim. Come on, Jim.
What happened in 2006? A guy named Chris Walker took a hiatus from coaching, came to Houston, got a summer team, right?
Yeah.
He told you last week. Tracy McGrady, and the team was named T-Mac All-Star. Yep. Tracy McGrady didn't give him a dime. Tracy McGrady didn't even know the damn team existed. He could have sued Chris Walker ass for using his name without his
No, he could have sued me because Adidas was on board.
That was Adidas team. But keep going. Keep going.
So now Chris Walker gets a team, and he goes the offseason. He goes and he gets with Rory Coleman, and they barter some of the same players.
Hasheem
and
Thabit.
One of the players that Chris Walker gets is Hasheem Thabit, who ended up being the damn number one pick in the draft. And guess who the first guy that many of you guys heard the Hasheem Thabit name was from?
What?
RCS Sports.
RCS Sports. Keep going.
RCS Sports. And that's when, and this is why Hasheem 2007. So Chris Walker make a dance because now coaches say we got to get this dude back into coaching. You know what Chris Walker does?
He does something. Jim, I got another bookmark about Hasheem Thabit because he ain't worth going back to. I just want to put this. You know what an NBA guy told me? They called him. They had a term for him. Something about he always get to the play too late. Like he a good shot blocker. But he always gets that too late. Jimmy, he get that too late. They got a term in the NBA for that dude. You get that too damn late. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna tell you the real term in a minute. But keep going, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Call paycheck.
And of course, Trey Phillips. Yes, remember Biko Paris was at that Cypress Christian team as well. Also was Steve Changang, who went to Vanderbilt from that program as well.
For the Celtics Cypress right now, getting their head beat in.
He played for the
Celtics. He worked for the Celtics. He don't play for nobody.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
Hold up, Chris. Awesome. Quick question, Chris. Did he take that job being Danny Ainge's assistant?
Yeah, he does. He's a film guy for the Celtics.
No. I'm talking about it's a job open right now to be Danny Ainge's assistant, Jimmy. Because they called somebody in my family. He said, "Man, get the freak out of here." Talking about $50,000 to start to be his assistant. But keep going, Jimmy. Keep going.
That's how them other people get in, though.
That's how they get in. That's how they get in.
That's how they get in. Yeah, that's how they get in.
But keep going.
So now I'm taking you guys to a blast of the past. Just came in. We banged at 2000. I'm just showing you guys how before social media, how RCS Sports, how we identified the young talent one at a time and push them through, not trying to get 5 through at one time. You anoint that one and the rest going to follow. And it's ways to get multiple ones in at the same time, but it's a process that many guys out there that are in grassroots right now that are new to it don't quite understand that it hasn't been tested and proven that it works. So I'm taking back in 2007. We mentioned DeAndre Jordan. So when DeAndre Jordan was a 12th grader, that's when the time when Humble Christian Life was on point. So they were hot as fish grease. We had the prep school in Houston that was a boarding school that guys went to. Ben McLemore finished at Heritage at Christian Life. Understand? So now you go. We had some more youngsters in the shoots. We and I'm telling everybody, we got another young bulldog. If y'all like Tag Mine a couple of years ago, we got another one coming, and he built like a running back. He probably can make money playing football. And this dude named Tommy Mason Griffin. He in the 7th grade, 8th grade right now. I'm going into in the 9th grade at that time. Tommy came out in 2009, and I say, watch. Now, mind you, Tommy, people in the middle school circles knew Tommy Mason Griffin nationwide, but on the high school level. So Tommy makes his break because he was one of the first players on the sneaker team that they actually suited up an 8th grader, the Houston Hoops. I don't know if another team actually did it that had a sneaker sponsorship that actually suited up and played an 8th grader. If it is, you guys let me know so I can add them into my database, my mindset. But Tommy Mason Griffin played at Peach Jam with the Houston Hoops and actually scored a couple of baskets as an 8th grader at Peach Jam. There ain't no time to be experimenting. And the legend was born with Tommy Mason Griffin. And also with Tommy Mason Griffin, we had another kid who played with Chris Walker that was in their same grade. His name from Chavez High School.
Jamal Fenton, that's my dude.
Jamal
Mighty Mouse.
That's
Mighty
my
Mouse.
dude.
And let me take you guys, and I'm gonna give you guys a homework assignment. And I'll toss to you, Chris. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there at the end of the decade, because the end of the decade closed out. It closed out 2010 with the mighty Jack Yates Lions going undefeated and being the national champions, the first public school to do so since Dallas Lincoln did in 2002.
And was Joseph Young on that team? Was Joseph Young on that team? Joseph Young?
Absolutely.
He played in the NBA too, didn't he? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. And Joseph Young his dad held him out of grassroots basketball for one summer. They held him out.
But Chris,
to get him stronger, because his dad believed in weights. But then remember, I'm gonna give you guys a homework assignment.
Okay.
If you could go and Google Super 16 and put Tommy Mason Griffin, and Raymond Penn was another kid, because John Urey had resurged himself back into the equation. And he had Raymond Penn. Ray Penn versus Tommy Mason Griffin, that was one of those battles of guards that never played against each other. And there was some good smack talking going into that event about who would do who. And they battled, and that was one of the most, you can't tell the history of foul ball in Houston without mentioning that day. And I'll leave it at that.
Well, Jimmy, where Dwayne Reed at? What he doing that time too?
Dwayne Reed.
Dwayne Reed was in 2006. He was the same time with Nick Wise and DJ Augustine. He went to Auburn, got his degree, and yes, Dwayne Reed.
I got a question for both of y'all.
He was another good one.
When they were Jimmy, I'll never forget. I'm sitting at the. And make sure I got the right names. I'm sitting at the Campbell Center, right? And Jamal Fenton was playing against who to go to the state championship? Was that Tommy?
No, he was playing against. No, he played against Straight Jesuit with Chris. Another one of Chris Walker's pupils. He's a coach, assistant coach at Mississippi State right now.
But it was somebody he was playing against was better.
Joey Brooks.
No, it was somebody else he was playing against.
Tim Frazier.
It was a great matchup that day.
Joey Brooks.
So that's the only time he ever went?
No, that's the game.
Did he ever play against
Jamal
Tommy?
Law.
Did he ever play against Tommy in there?
They play. They had Chavez Madison. They probably played each other, Jimmy. Chavez,
and the reason I say this, Jimmy, Sam,
in the same district. They didn't meet up.
Sam came to the game with me, right? And we came to watch somebody else. But when we left there, Sam was asking about who in the hell is that little dude there, Jamal Fenton? Because he was saying, man, why you bring me way out here by the damn airport to watch a goddamn game? But he left there saying, that little dude right there, he's a bad.
Listen. One of the all-time leading score winners in New Mexico University of New Mexico history.
Okay,
that's how many games that dude won in college, man.
Yeah, soon as you got away from there. Soon as you got away from there. You forgot how he got there. I know how he got there, but soon they had to get rid of your ass for him to win. But what
Philip McDonald? Hey, hold up. Remember Philip McDonald? Tell him.
Yes, Philip McDonald. Yes.
Philip McDonald was in 2008. He came out in 2008 and from Cypress Falls. Cypress Springs.
He's before Jamal.
Jamal was 2009.
Yeah. You're right.
He was 2008. Yeah. And he went to Cypress Springs High School, Philip McDonald, and then Chris Walker. Let me give you guys and talk to Chris. Chris Walker.
You forget the other one that was there too.
LeBron James.
Hold on, Jimmy.
LeBron James.
I say that Chris Walker made history in 2000 and I think it was 2008 as the first grassroots coach to not just get hired to Division I spot, but he got hired and he brought along 6 players from his team and got signed. 5 players from his team and got signed from his program. He brought 5 damn players. He brought and tried to turn New Mexico into the T-Mac All-Star, and everybody got fired.
No, that's not true. Whoa. Let me help him again. The T-back also you forget. I'm gonna tell you another one you forgot that went to New Mexico from Houston. Darrington Hobson.
Isaiah Russia.
Hobson. I'm talking
Hobson was good.
Darrington Hobson.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, Bush High School.
No. He played with BJ for a minute, and then maybe BJ Holmes.
He came out of Fort Bend.
He played at Hobbs. He played at Hastings first. Anyway, my point
LeBron
is
James.
that group of guys. That's why Steve Alford became the head coach at UCLA.
Yeah.
And Craig Noodle-Niels got the job at New Mexico. Them dudes won a lot of games, man.
And you went to Villanova.
A.J. Hardeman, Will Brown. Y'all remember them? Remember those guys?
I like Will. Yeah, I remember Will.
Another guy sit there. It ended up working out for him. Matt Staff for Memorial. I took him there too. A lot of dudes, man. A lot of dudes with Alabama.
And guess what?
LeBron James.
A lot of people don't realize how hard that was at the time to do. And I bring this thing all around. Paul Miranda, since you're on the feed right now. DFW, think about this. Once again, some people they use different ingredients or different factors when they're measuring the potency of a city. Some people playing the long game, they'll say, well, how many pros you got? Some people say, how many McDonald Americans you got? Some people say, how many state championships you got? Some people, so state championships is a team effort. Yes. Individual is an individual that constitutes to the potency of an area. Well, let's go to the long game, which I normally hardly ever play, but since a lot of you guys like playing that game, I'll give you another homework assignment. Who you think have the most guys in the NBA this season? DFW or Greater Houston?
In the NBA? DFW.
Right, this season. You want to put what one of your pockets you want to put on that? I'm taking all bets.
DFW. Hold up.
Give me tomorrow. I didn't ask you the name.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Lost Chris.
Did you say right now, Jimmy?
This season.
Okay.
From the beginning of the season to the end to right now.
Count them out.
I'm not going to count them out. I'm trying to get a little money. I'm trying to get a shrimp down out of you. I'm trying to get some LT up out of you. Yeah, Will. Let me just want to see. Anybody, I'm taking all bets. Anybody that want to bet who has the most players in this NBA season on a roster from Greater Houston or DFW.
I know who got him, Jimmy. DFW. Watch this, Jimmy.
LeBron James.
See, that's what happened.
Houston got Mo.
Name them.
Jimmy.
Paul Morrell even confessed. It's H-Town. We got more.
Huh?
Name them. Let's take 2 seconds to name them. Darren Fox.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's true.
I'm
gonna let you run out.
Justice Winslow. Winslow.
Hold on. Are we counting DJ Augustine?
God dog it, man.
Yes.
Did he graduate from you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Are you serious?
DJ Augustine.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Go again, Chris.
Now. Hold on.
Okay.
That's 3.
Go start over.
Go start over, Chris.
Darren Fox.
Okay.
DeAndre Jordan.
Yep.
DJ Augustine.
Yep.
Yeah.
The kid from Monty Brooks, not from Houston. Give me another one.
Carson Edwards.
That's all you can name is
Carson
3.
Edwards.
Carson Edwards. 4.
I mean, Carson Edwards, though, he don't even play in the games, but keep going. Carson Edwards.
Dog it, man. Oh, we gonna really we gonna do this?
I'm just
you gonna
saying,
do
that's
this?
why I forgot him. I couldn't remember because he don't get in the game. But give me another one. Carson Edwards is 4.
Neither does Terrence Ferguson. Hell, you gonna be on the list?
Okay, but I'm just saying. You asked me why I only remember 3.
Daniel House. Come on, Jim.
House is 5.
Kelly Oubre.
We count him even though he went to Vegas. We're gonna count him though, huh?
Oh man, really? He went really?
6.
Really?
Come on, I'm just playing. I'm joking. That's 6. Give me another one.
Damian Dotson.
Keep going. Get him out.
My dude.
Get him out.
Justin Jackson.
Keep going now.
He on the team. I saw him with
Milwaukee Bucks. He with the Milwaukee Bucks right now.
John Henson got cut. John Henson ain't on there, so John
Henson wouldn't count. He's not from Greater Houston. John Henson from Austin.
Yeah, that's
right. So he don't even count.
Conversation. That's at Austin area. They got about so that's 8.
That's a lot of.
Keep going now.
So let's go.
We got some more.
That's all.
No. We got some more.
Oh, Ben McLemore.
That's one.
He's still in the
What the hell?
league. He went to high school here.
Hold on. So you acknowledge hold on. You acknowledge DJ Augustine. You acknowledge DJ Augustine gets an asterisk and he gets included, but you don't acknowledge Ben McLemore.
Jared Vanderbilt, Jimmy, count another one. Jared Vanderbilt, Tim Frazier.
Thank you.
Jonathan Motley. I hope he's
yes.
Give me 12. If I give you I can't give you McLemore. So that's 11. So
no, you got to give me that.
Give us McLemore. We ain't asking you to give us McLemore. McLemore
went to high school here, man. You got to be out your mind.
Nah, man.
He stayed in Houston the same amount of time DJ Augustine has stayed.
That went to Oak Hill and say he's from Virginia. Nah,
Jimmy Butler ain't Jimmy Butler still from Houston?
Oh, I forgot about him.
That's what
come on, man. Well, y'all gonna learn today, because guess what, y'all? I'm getting all this information off the Boom Boom Room. I'm getting all this information.
We got no, and Kenneth Gamble. No, we didn't say Gerald Green. He didn't play in the league this year.
Wesley Wando.
Wesley Wando is another one.
That's 13.
We got 14. There's a total of 14. You're missing one.
I'm not counting Ben McLemore.
They 17. They said 17, Jimmy. They said 17.
Who do we miss?
I don't think it's 17. I counted 14 myself.
Why the Boomer Room tell us that? Let's do the Dallas list.
No.
I don't keep up with that.
Go. Do your Dallas list and watch where you stop.
I can't. I can keep up with Houston. I was getting all that information off the damn Boom Boom Room. I wasn't coming up with that.
There you go. The 14th one is Cam Reynolds. That's the 14th one. He got signed about
the kid from
Cam Reynolds.
10 days for Pearland. Yeah.
Not in New Orleans. What he played?
That's the 14th guy.
He played at Tulane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Played at Tulane. Yeah.
Palmer state championship.
So once again, guys, understand something.
Why you don't want to do Dallas?
Once again,
I don't know all the Dallas.
We know Dallas don't have more than Houston. They've already conceded that. DFW guys in the feed, Chris, they conceded. They knew there was a booby trap question. That was a booby trap bet. They knew that.
Only one went for that was you, Chris.
I had Mitch Malone hit me the other day. Mitch Malone hit me the other day. He was like,
Amani Brooks didn't go to high school. Amani Brooks didn't go to high school.
And the criteria is you played 1 year of high school basketball in this city, or you graduated from this school in this city.
That man said Michael Young.
At least 1 year.
That man said Michael Young.
Michael Young. What are you talking about?
Man, Rod Wells been sipping on something today. That man said Michael Young. We talking about this year, man.
He probably meant to say Joseph Young, but Joe didn't play.
Joe ain't playing.
Joe didn't play in the league this year. Damn, you trying to tell me Dallas don't have more? I don't know why I thought Dallas had more, boy.
That's you know why? Because that's the innuendos that are planted in your minds, and people make you guys think that they're greater, and then you start breaking it. Okay, I'll take it down another level. You want to guess who has the most Division I players right now between DFW and Greater Houston? If you want to use that as a measuring stick, you want to bet your right pocket which area has the most Division I players this year.
I don't know.
Matter of fact, which one had the most Division I players last year? Matter of fact, which one had the most Division I players the year before that? So if we talking about scholarships, what do you want to use as a measuring stick? So what the hell do y'all keep letting people brainwash y'all into believing that the person area is better collectively when ain't none of the numbers they can throw out except for the amount of McDonald's All-Americans they have right now. That's it. And the amount of state championship that was won this past year. That's a team. That's it.
Well, Dallas, they got that easier path up there. So they got a much easier path than the teams down in the South. Much easier path. Don't get me started on that. But anyway, let's get back to them Lakers, man. Because I know the Boom Boom Room was ready for me. Did y'all
Hey, I'm glad you didn't come on Monday. I'm so glad you didn't come on Monday.
Dude, that's our fill-out game. And Jimmy, I'm texting Hatter the middle of the night. Hatter just saying the most ridiculous stuff. Just Kwame Hatter, once again, just saying the most ridiculous things in the world. And I'm like, listen, man, LeBron playing with these dudes, it's going to take about 40 games to win the championship. He's going to start playing by game 22. So we're going to win. As long as we win 4 games, is all that matters. He's going to take all the heat. You saw them shots he made last night. He can't even move right now, man. He's not even athletic right now. He's just taking over the game when he need to. You see what he did with KCP. So that's kind of stuff I'm talking about right there. He said, I passed you the ball. I passed you the ball. That's what I had to do with Hatter one time when he was in the funding. You shoot the ball. You don't let I don't care if your pants are too tight and your socks are too long. You shoot the ball. You shoot the ball, Hatter. I passed to you. Hatter, is that a Bell and Ross you got on? I see you, Hatter, with a Bell and Ross.
Boy, you's a nosy. This nosy is a golly, man.
Yo, did you see how they? Yo, seriously. Yo, you see. I don't even like this dude. You see Caruso take off?
Oh, like he was on the trampoline.
Caruso count as Greater Houston? Because he was up.
Well, we don't count. I didn't count them toward the list. We used to count them, but now since the emergence of Austin, San Antonio, and Killeen, they call ASAC. So we'll let him go towards that. But when he came out of high school, we were actually did count College Station because we counted J. Michael Reese. We counted all those guys back then. We counted Darryl Mason. We counted all those in Greater Houston in the rankings in College Station because at the time they had no other area to identify themselves with.
Chris,
so
I don't want to hear it.
But now
I got 2 words. I got 2 words for Chris. Chris Paul.
What?
Chris Paul.
What's that mean? You mean Cliff Paul?
Yes.
Let me just tell y'all what's happening right now. Let me tell you what's happening right now. First of all, we didn't play all year long. We didn't have our groove. LeBron didn't play last 30 games. AD didn't play last 30 games. You the number 2 seed. Phoenix had the second best record in the NBA, not in the West. The Utah Jazz has the number 1 record. You got me? When they dispatched Phoenix, they had the number 1 record by 1 game over Phoenix. When they get rid of Phoenix, do you understand? If anybody on the other side, Utah or whatever, slip up a little bit, because the playoffs are different. You notice that right now, the playoffs are different. You see how LBJ took over in the end? No matter what Jimmy Baylor say or Kwame Hatter say, you see how LBJ took over in the end, right? You see the slippers are gone. The slippers are done. All right? Luka Legend and took care of them already. The dude is going back to the championship again, y'all. They say
he can't beat Luka. He can't beat Luka.
So, excuse me?
He can't beat Luka. Luka my new dude now. Luka my dude.
No, this the Lakers and the Mavericks.
I like Luka.
Listen. I got a nice cushion seat here with your name on it on this LeBron bus, fan bus. I'm waiting for you. I got it nice and ready for
LeBron
you.
James.
And everything. Listen, man. Listen. I like the Phoenix Suns, man. You know what? I just don't like Chris Paul, man. I don't like it. Some reason I don't like Chris Paul, man. He always coaching. He always talk. Man, sit down, man. You hurt. Get out the game, man. Get out the game. You always got that.
Chris.
That's why the Rockets got rid of his ass. I don't like
Chris.
Chris.
I ain't never heard
Chris
you curse,
Paul.
Chris.
Oh,
Chris Paul been insane.
Charles Barkley said it on TNT last night. It's not a curse word.
Yeah. Come on.
Chris, isn't that how you played at Villanova?
Yo,
isn't that how you played at Milton?
Chris was terrible.
Isn't that how you played at Milton? It's like Chris Paul. Isn't it just how you played? That's the same way you played.
No. I think it's for show, man.
Chris used to do that. You used to run your
just
mouth
like
and tell
that.
people what to do.
No. Why are we making
back then? It was called dry snitching on the court. Coach tell the dude to get someone. Man, get over there. So now the coach got to take him out because Kristen dry snitched on the player. He messed the player. Chris, you do all that.
Jimmy Bayless. There you go. Just because I beat up on Cashmere so many times, he's still having them little fits over me, beat up on the Cashmere Rams. But listen, though, here's the deal. All I'm saying is this series is over. Now, I'm going to tell you who my new dude is, Devin Booker. I like Devin Booker. How do you like Devin Booker?
Luka.
I like Luka, too, but he can't do no with the Lakers. But I like Devin Booker. And I'm falling off your favorite player of all time. He had 41 last night, and I still say he's in witness protection, and that's Kawhi Leonard. That's your guy. That's your guy.
When he become my guy?
That's your guy. And Teron Loser, that coach that you love, Teron Loser.
I'm gonna tell you I'm pissed off at, Jimmy. Pandemic Pete. Not playoff Pete. Pandemic Pete.
Pandemic Pete. But what about your other guy that you love so much?
Who?
Patrick Beverly Hills. That's the other guy you love so much.
Dude.
And Luka, they switched on to him, and Lucas kept getting that switch and started talking to him in Slovenia. He was talking to him in a language they didn't understand.
I don't know about y'all, but my dude got a restaurant. The rest of them dudes ain't got no restaurant. My dude got a restaurant. That's who my dude is. He got a restaurant named after him.
Man, stop that nonsense.
What did he do last night? What did he do last night?
20. Don't worry. Hey, don't worry. The Rubber gonna meet the road. They playing a JV team right now. The Rubber gonna meet the road when they gotta play the Bucks or the Sixers. Believe that. All that running around doing all that scoring. Watch what's gonna happen when that happens. Watch what's gonna happen then. That's when the dissension gonna come. You see your boy already, right? You see your boy Kyrie.
Something
he
wrong.
says, "Well, everything will be good as long as they don't have any subtle racism going on." I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Why would
Hey
you
man,
say
hey
that?
Chris, you gotta watch it, man. Paul Miranda, who don't watch the show that much, gonna think I really like Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly, that's
You love
Jimmy's
that
partner.
Patrick-
That's
you got
Jimmy's
that Bell
partner,
and Ross.
Patrick
Is that a Bell
Beverly.
and Ross? How does that a Bell and Ross you got on right there?
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
that's Jimmy's partner. Yeah.
Huh?
How you know about that, man?
Come on, man. What you talking about?
Hey,
Listen,
hey, Chris, they got a Formula One edition now
really?
for the Formula One. Yeah.
I got to look into that.
Yes,
but
sir.
Jimmy,
Uh-huh.
I was in Dallas this past weekend. Saw a lot of players. All right, I'm thinking about, and guess who I did run into? Paul Miranda.
Oh,
Paul
Lord.
Miranda in Dallas.
Don't you say
Right?
nothing about Paul Miranda. Your ass will get 1,000 texts. He'll tweet your ass to death now, but keep going.
Now, Paul, a friend of the show, man. We got to love
Okay.
the boom boom room. I embrace the boom boom room.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We
All
embrace
right.
her. We embrace
Absolutely.
anybody. That's all I'm saying. My point is that I saw a lot of talent. There's a couple of kids out there, and you talk about rankings, and I'm looking at these guys. I'm saying, oh, you on the EYBL, this and that. I'm like, hold on, man, hold on. That dude right there is not better than that dude over there who's not on the sneaker team. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can talk EYB, whatever, EYC, whatever you want. That kid right there is not better than those other kids. Man, I saw several kids better than some of them kids on the EYBL teams. Several kids.
Yeah.
You know what that tells me?
What?
That tells me this. Either that other piece is getting stale, or it's just a whole lot more players out there, Jimmy. There's a lot of players out there.
One thing for certain, the
Tell me.
EYBL definitely.
Could you mention the
really
players
getting
you were talking? I
stale.
think, you don't want to talk. You don't want to mention the player. I
I
don't
don't
know
wanna
what the
talk
hell
about
you're
it.
talking about.
I'm saying there's a lot of guys out there that don't play on sneaker teams that are good players.
I
man.
agree with that. I totally
That are
agree.
really good players that are better
Yeah.
than some of the guys on the sneaker
Some of these guys don't want to be on the sneaker teams no more, man. They say, I don't.
but let me say this, and
Uh-huh.
I said this to somebody the other day. I'm not going to tell the team.
Mhm.
I say, if you think you're a pro, now you got to realize what's going on in college basketball, in high school basketball right now.
Uh-huh.
You got the OTE, the overtime thing, right?
Right.
You got this other league. You got the kid from the junior that said, I'm not going to play my senior year. I'm going to the Ignite. And I heard they got another league coming out.
Yeah.
That is going to change the landscape of what's going on, particularly when the NBA get rid of that 1 year rule.
Okay.
It's gonna change everything, and that's gonna make Chris Walker go back to summer basketball because we're gonna have some power again, and me and Jimmy may get a couple of dollars. But what I'm saying is, at the end of yeah, Jimmy, tell him, Jimmy, they don't understand. It's a different game. It becomes a different game when you don't have when you
It's a
buy
different game.
college.
It's a different game indeed.
Well, guess
Yeah,
what?
it becomes
If these people gonna play in this thing that young in high school, you ain't gonna be able to have them in summer basketball either.
That's
They
not
gonna
They
leave
gonna
your
get the
ass
15
too
minutes
and
in.
go play in the OTE.
What's
Your
that?
kid-
They gonna leave summer basketball and go play in the OTE also.
It's always going to, that may be true, but it's always going to come down to the sneaker companies. It's so many teams, it's so many kids that play. I'm not talking about the top. You might be right, but again, that's an off camera conversation.
Okay.
Because there's a way to make it happen. Trust me on
Okay,
that.
I got you.
Charles Woodson said all of a sudden he wanted to get in the game and have a team. Ain't nobody taking no pay from Charles Woodson. If you know what I'm saying.
Right, got you.
Okay, let's
Right.
get that straight because he can do what OTE can do. You dig where I'm coming from?
Oh, that's right. The rules change. You're right. The rules change. I got you.
So
I got you.
don't believe that.
I got you.
But my point is that the game is going to change so crazy when that rule goes. Is that there are so many talented kids out there that are going to now say they going to think that college is not going to be an option anymore. They're not going to think about college.
But what's going to happen if they don't make it for the long haul?
Oh, come on, man. You think people care about that?
I know.
Which is
but
ridiculous to me. But let's have that conversation another
Okay,
day.
we'll do it.
And what I will do is
Okay.
I'll get Dave Lato from OTE to come on the Chop Shop. He's the
Okay.
assistant coach at OTE. And
Okay.
explain to it, because the one thing I don't like is that, they'll be fine. We'll give them up to $100,000. Anytime they say up to, or houses start at, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy? Well, the houses start at 300. Well, that's not the one you want, though. You want the one that costs 500. Trust me.
Right.
You know, up to 100 grand. Well, that could be 20 grand. They say up to 100 grand.
That's right.
So what college you gonna go to for 20,000? And what your transcript gonna look like, because you still have to get into the school. It doesn't mean they just let you in because you decide to go play for OTE. So but it's not gonna be a ton of kids. But it is.
I hope it's not. I just hope it's not. But they ain't gonna take a ton of kids anyway. Huh?
They paying them.
I know, but they ain't gonna just pay anybody. They gonna pay they got to
pay
be
them
good.
all. They paying them all.
I'm talking about they ain't gonna take just anybody though. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Yeah.
But everybody McDonald's All-American don't make the NBA.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right?
So what's gonna happen to these kids after that stuff is over?
Well, here's the other question. If you really want to keep it 100, how many of them kids gonna look like me and you? You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking 90% of them gonna look like us. That ain't gonna be going to school. That's not gonna make it. And then what's the question then? What is the conversation then? Because what they're doing, they're using the European model. That's what they're doing right now. The European model is paying when they're kids. Find a kid who's an elite kid and make them a pro from day one. That is exactly what's going on. Because Luka Doncic didn't go to no damn school.
Sure didn't.
Porzingis didn't go to no school. That's what's going on.
But everybody ain't gonna be them, Chris.
I agree with you, but we're trying to replicate what's going on over there. And it's one guy that comes from over there. We got a whole system. They don't have the collegiate system that we have over here. They don't have the NCAA tournament. They don't have 350 Division I schools. They don't have that in Europe. So we're trying to duplicate a model when we don't even have that over. It's going to complicate what's going on. And then you throw in name, image, and likeness in the mix. Like, it's about to get real tricky. And here's the thing, like, it ain't enough money to go around, Jimmy. It ain't enough money to go around, I'm telling you. It's just not enough money. So a whole lot of people going to get fooled. A whole lot of people going to be driving that lemon off the car lot. I'm just telling you. And so it's what it is. And it's just the new world we got to negotiate. It's the new world we got to negotiate. But what I was saying was, I was getting back to the Texas thing. I was asking about the top 10 in 2022 in the state of Texas. It got real interesting. So the point I was making to the one team was to listen, man. And people, and I've been I should be an anti-sneaker guy, because I was a sneaker guy, and I was a sneaker guy in a different way, right? When I was at Under Armour. Not only actual circuit, but working for Under Armour. If you're a kid, and Jimmy, I like to get Jimmy's take on this because I got some pushback. If you're a kid that think you have a chance to be one and done or get straight to the NBA, in my opinion, you have to play in the EYBL or a circuit like that. There is no reason for you not to do it. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself. Right. You need as much publicity. You need as much wind behind your sails as you can get, because being known is better than being good and don't nobody know you.
That's a great point.
It's better to be known and play bad than nobody know you and play good. I know that sounds crazy as hell. I'm telling you.
Like nothing. Keep going. Keep going.
What, like what? You about to say? No, I'm just saying it's better for people to know who you are because you get more slack.
Yeah.
Because people want to see you play good, so they'll give you slack when you play bad 3 times. If you go out there and play good 2 times, right, Jimmy? You tell me. If you on that circuit. I'm just telling you. Like, I watched a couple of teams beat the Phenom team, and I'm like, that's cool, but they still gonna talk about the guy Phenom because he's gonna play in the EYBL. I'm just, like, you can say what, like, ain't nobody. Yeah, I saw it this weekend, but it's gonna end this weekend. Soon as he's gonna play EYBL, don't nobody know what happened this past weekend in Dallas. Right or wrong, Jim? They don't remember.
Good point. That's a good point.
I mean, you tell
Jimmy, you muted yourself, Jimmy. You
mute yourself, Jimmy.
People don't remember what they ate for breakfast, only what they ate for dinner. And this is right here. This breakfast, this might be lunch, right? The spring icebreaker was breakfast. You're in lunchtime right now. Dinner is July. And coach is gonna remember what they ate for supper. And that's just how it is. And a lot of people, and Chris, you are better equipped to explain that to the people more than most, because once again, you've been on all sides of the fence. You've been on the non-sneaker sponsored. You've been sneaker sponsored. Then you've even had a deal with another sneaker company and didn't even coach a team. and they gave you a deal. That was unheard of. Right?
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, man. Listen. What did you see last night? This is the first time I've ever seen this. I don't know. Actually, it's not the first time. Anthony Davis is shooting a free throw. Do y'all see what happened when he's shooting a free throw? What are they down to talk about?
I was watching Luka, but keep going.
Yeah, I don't know why you was watching them Luka the losers, but they panned down and they talked about his mama sneakers he was wearing, the snakeskin.
Oh yeah,
the red ones.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, that's what's going on, man. That's the world we live in. If you trying to get there, I'm not listening. I had to tell a kid the other day. He said, "Coach, I want to play in the SEC. I want to show people that I could do it in the Big Ten." I say, "Son, I'm gonna hang the phone with you because the Big Ten ain't the goal. Playing for the Sacramento Kings is the goal. Playing for the Orlando Magic is the goal. Not playing at Kentucky, not playing in Georgia. Like that's your goal. That's fine. So we got a whole lot of dudes like that. I want a dude to say, I want to play the Toyota Center. Give me that dude that got that goal. Because that's how you got to make decisions on how to position yourself. What can get me to that? Not, I want to go play at Duke. Hey, that's cool. But that don't necessarily mean that you're going to be playing for, the New York Knicks. It doesn't mean that. So when you start talking about the NBA, trying to position yourself, people can say what they want about LeVar Ball. Was he right or wrong, Hatter?
Right.
People can say what they want about Mr. Hampton. Was he right or wrong?
Right.
Right, Jimmy? People can say what they want about De'Aaron Fox's dad. Was he right or wrong?
Right.
You see my point?
Yes.
When you know you got a dude, you handle that thing differently. You handle it differently. Damn what everybody else talking about.
I like that.
When you Joe Jackson, you can say what you want. I got Michael. I got the Jacksons. When you Richard Williams or you Earl Woods, you handle things differently, man.
It's a great point.
You don't do what everybody else do. I mean, does that make sense, Jimmy? You tell me.
It makes a great sense. And guess what, Chris? But everybody ain't those guys you just mentioned. So what do the other 99.9% do?
Stop looking at them dudes. How about this? Have a dose of reality. Have a dose of reality, right? Dude, let me tell you something. Let me ask you a question. And I don't want the Dallas dudes to get all mad at me about this.
Okay. Come on, Dallas.
And I asked Hatter. And I might ask Hatter because Hatter just can't be partial, Jimmy. So he perfect. He Kwame Hatter. Is Keontae George a pro? Yes or no? Real quick. Yes or no?
Yes.
He's a pro.
I think he is.
Okay. Is the kid that played with who's the kid that played with Nick? What you call Jimmy? And they made the state championship and lost to Terrence Arsenault. Because I was told about Terrence Arsenault by certain people, he wasn't even a top 10 in the state. I'm like, okay, wow, interesting. He's not in the top 10. I'm listening. What were you about to say?
You're talking about Imperial Mars.
They lost against Oreo, what's his name?
Imperial
Mars.
Imperial.
Yes. Now Hatter, is he a pro? He's pretty good.
Pretty good, but I wouldn't say right. I mean, he got a chance.
So, and there's a couple other dudes sprinkled in the middle of those guys. They all ain't pros.
Right.
All of them ain't pros. The chance maybe one of them gonna make it. Let's just be honest. Maybe one of us gonna make it.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So if you're not in that top 5 of those dudes, they had some other cat they told me about. I can't remember his name. He had a foreign French kid. Who was that kid, Jimmy? The foreign French kid.
That's the kid from Southern Assault.
Southern Assault. Is he a pro?
I haven't seen him play.
Jimmy, he a pro?
I mean, that's out of my lane. I'm
just saying, like we've seen, but Jimmy, you've seen De'Aaron Fox, and he ended up being a pro. You've seen
compare him to those guys.
No, what I'm saying is, you see Kelly Oubre, he ended up being a pro. You've seen the guys in Houston. Your eyeballs ain't lying to you. What I'm saying is, are you seeing kids that mirror what you saw with those guys?
I got you.
That's how you look at it. Do you see a guy with Terrence Ferguson's athleticism? Do you see a guy like Emmanuel Mudiay might have slipped through the cracks? Yeah. But do you see an Emmanuel Mudiay? Do you see a R.J. Hampton? We watching it right now.
That's a good point. And Chris, some of them show flashes of brilliance, and they got a chance. So if you show a flash of brilliance sometime, does that equate being a pro? So the verdict's still out, you know. Because
So what
guess
about
what?
the kid at LSU? The kid at LSU that came out, Jimmy, that played for the Hoops.
Javante Smart.
Everybody said was can't miss. Was all over.
Sure did.
Who ended up being the pro though? Jared
The
Butler.
little guard.
Jared Butler.
From
No,
Baylor.
no. The little guard that played with him, that played when he first got there. The
Oh,
kid
he a
that's
pro
in Boston
too. He in the
Celtics.
NBA too.
Oh yeah, that little bitty one.
The little bitty one.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Jared Butler was the number 2 player in the state that year, and he's going to be drafted in the first round this year. Behind him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
it's
is-
crazy, man. It's a what I say, it's a fluid situation, and I don't want to be vague like that, but that's stuff we don't never know.
But
Tom
my
Brady,
point is,
you got to remember, Tom Brady was a 7th-round pick, and people just throw that out the way. He was fucking terrible. He would even start at Michigan. Brian Greasy was the man. And Brian Greasy is Brian Greasy is a commentator, and Tom Brady is the GOAT. So it's a fluid situation.
yeah, but that's like one. We got enough. We got a whole bunch of different situations. That's like a crazy scenario.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
a crazy one. I'm saying like in had you been in Memphis, they'd had a ton of good players.
Yes.
Think about all them boys that
Yeah.
everybody thought was gonna be good. Ain't none of them got a chance
A
to be in
great
the NBA.
point. The Lawson guy.
Not the
Great
Lawsons and on the AAU circuit, all
Yes.
the Lawsons.
That's a
the
great
Lawsons.
point. Great
Won't
analogy.
smell the NBA. Won't smell the NBA.
Great point. Awesome.
Even the guys at Penny had a couple of guys at Penny just had people thought were pros. Boogie Ellis. Think about it. It's hard to get to
I
the
didn't
league.
never think Billy. I didn't never think it. But you
But he
should.
was supposed to go to Duke. He went to then he got DJ. He had Boogie.
But
I'm
a lot
just
of
saying-
people go to Duke. But a lot of people go to Duke that ain't pros. Ask Paul Miranda.
I agree with you.
So a lot of
Ask
people
who?
go to Duke that's not pros. Some of them want to be dentists. But keep going. Some of them try
No,
to
but-
do.
Oh,
I'm messing with Paul.
Man, why you jugging at Paul on this?
No.
Paul, that kid got
Paul,
a
my
degree.
bad, man.
He
My
got
bad, Paul.
you
my
talking about the
bad.
big fella?
Paul, don't tweet about me.
he
Yeah,
got
the
a-
big fella.
He got a college degree out the deal. He got
Oh, of
What's
course.
his-
and
I
I
told
was-
you he's going to be a dentist. Huh? I forgot his
What's his
name.
He was the Cavaliers right now. What you talking about?
Marquise Bolden.
He's with the
Oh,
Cavs.
with the Cavaliers. Oh, okay,
I think he
okay,
with the
okay,
Cavs.
okay,
That's
okay.
another dude from Dallas. I don't know, man. I think Dallas might have more dudes in the league, man. Y'all sleeping on Dallas, man.
Okay, well, let's go on better picture. Better picture. Top
Yeah,
shelf.
Marquise Bolden, R.J. Hampton, Terrence Ferguson.
on.
No, listen, pet one right quick, Chris. Go on bet him, Chris.
Huh?
Go on bet him. I get it from you. Ain't here.
No, because we got a whole lot of dudes that don't play in Houston, so we got a whole lot of bench riders that's in the NBA. So I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, man. Hey, Chris, we got to
got a
get
whole
out of
lot
here,
of
man. I
dudes.
know you came late, but guess what? I got
I
daylight.
can't make so they wouldn't mess with me. The breezy, love breezy.
And don't forget, guys, don't forget before we get up out of here, make sure you share the show if you hadn't done so.
I
To your
don't.
timelines, to your groups, to your friends. Share the show if you would. Today's show was a great convo,
Great convo.
fun filled, a lot of energy to insert through the middle of your workday that can take you on down the hill as we are about to go and slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing for this Women Rock Wednesday. Want to also remind you, go over to rcssports.com. That's rcssports.com and check out today's VIP news. Also, speaking of Dallas a while ago in the New York to LA event, Jeffrey Day was on location. He has 2 big write-ups, free articles that are posted on the front of rcssports.com. Detailed articles. Check out both of them. Doug Jones has the VIP news. I mean, just loaded to the tip with intel from this past weekend with the top players at his Doug's Dozen Classic. Also, we have the schedules posted in the VIP news for the IMO Classic, which is this weekend at C.E. King Middle School. And the IMO Classic, that's going to be held Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm looking, of course, media inquiries. You send an email to rcs@usa.com for all media inquiries. And I'm looking at some of the inquiries, Heather, and I can tell right now that those baselines are going to be packed with cameras. and this event this past weekend. So I'm looking at some of the. I mean, I'll give you guys a list. I don't want to leave out some that's asked for requests credentials that didn't get them. Now, mind you, unless you are mainstream media, you need to be an NCAA approved scouting service or video service. Unless you are mainstream media, because of safety reasons, we can't have 20 people with cameras on the baseline when certain teams are trying to play. But I did a walkthrough at C. King Middle School yesterday. Had a state-of-the-art place, man. They got it all bases covered over there this weekend. It's gonna be jumping. And of course, once again, that is the IMO, the In Memory of Classic. And I know they're honoring George Floyd, Brittany Taylor, and
Breonna,
and a couple of others. Breonna, I said Brittany. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm looking at how thinking about your daughter right now on the West Coast now, getting it in.
Yeah, she's getting it in.
Breonna Taylor. Sorry guys for that, and also want to give a shout out to Frank Watson.
Yes,
Frank Watson was a longtime Chop Shop viewer.
Yes,
he was a grassroots coach that he got it out the mud. Chris, he was one of those guys that actually took the subscription that the prescription that I would verbally write for him. Say, Frank, this is what I need you to do. Keep me informed. Keep everybody informed after every event. Win, lose, or draw. Let us know how your kids do, and then we can do our part towards helping them. And that's what he had the Brazoria Ballers program. He was an assistant coach at Goose Creek Memorial. Now he's been named head coach at South Houston High School. How about that, man? That's how you do it, man. Good things happen to good people for the vast majority of the time. And want to leave you guys on that note. Thanks, of course, Chris Walker. You can take us on home.
Yeah.
Give us one.
And to come earlier. Somebody said, Chris, come earlier the next time. Jimmy.
No, because I'm gonna come early when the Lakers win. That's when I come early. When the Lakers win, I just have, you know what I mean. Like, I'm a fair weather fan. That's what I am. That's what it is gonna be. I'm gonna be on time tomorrow.
Okay, but we're gonna slide down Dino's back right now, Chris, and Yabba Dabba do this thing, and we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, boy.
Hey,
I'm gonna call you after the show. All right.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the